103.9.
Now God we dey pray, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For Salon, we go stand tall. Radio True PJ.
One voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night, because we believe in hard work and faith to Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
3.9.
Truth me get radio.
3.9. Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media.
This is Truth Radio, 103.9 FM. We empower the nation.
Mina Yusuf Jallo, the Cow Footprints, and you they listen to Truth Radio on 103.9 FM live from Freetown. Natu de las.
Ayo Nyabone sawo matonya ye pe gwogwo era we Tonya ye pe gwogwo era ngatu ayagbo ngbe wa to mi na ni FM we Tonya ye pe gwogwo era ngatu ayagbo ngbe wa to mi na ni FM Kamianga tu atonya ye pe gwogwo era we Anya buda tonya ye mi aloma Tonya ye le mi amome Ya bone jagbe nya le ngeja ti anya le dwe mi do onyango ngolo tonya ye pe gwogwo era we Mi atanu isi vena Na bolwa bo mi do eva Anya buda je pe gbura bo mi wa bi do tonya ye pe gwogwo era Na miaga tolia papa gotita loba papa nebe da pene benugo ma o ya gbogbe cha wato mi na ni FM ne ma ya mi abede bede amukeni mo ya de kini mo ni da keza keza me bi lo to me gbo ka mi aga pinga
Leone is a beautiful country. It's beautiful people.
Beautiful country with beautiful people. Good morning. Today is Monday, the start of another working week, and it's March 16, 2026. My name is Amadou Lambranapa. This is the Truth Morning Devotion on Truth FM 103.9. We broadcast live from the studios na Ilcott na Freetown. We also there on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. This is a breakfast program where we can start early after prayers, mostly, and where people, already there out for go about their also. Good morning. Hope you sleep well. How was your night? How was your family? How was your weekend? I know it's the only month of Ramadan, and we get the Lent season presently, so a lot of weekend activities are not that much. But how was it? How was it with your family? How you spend them? How you sleep? What you doing this morning? You still in bed? Don't wake up? You don't pray? You just hang around? They listen to we or they watch we? You they ready to picking them for go school, or you the only way they go to your hustle? Country, thanks to Lala CDB for always reminding us every other weekday morning that this country now we all own, and this country is a beautiful country. And like my Koto and Big Brother usually say, this is the land of milk and honey, but now few people and they enjoy the milk and the honey. The majority still live in poverty, some in abject poverty even forget 3 square meal a day is difficult. Young people to get jobs still finding it difficult, but we have people and we're very tall away, as I can always tell we very resilient, very resilient. We don't go through a lot, but we still strong and believe say this place we get hope in them and believe say it will get better. Even though sometimes the things you see, it frustrates you, it imagine. Sometimes I ask who is in charge, who is in charge of this country? Who are they in control of what's in the apple tree? Who actually care about us? It's been a tough Friday and Saturday. I drive go all the way eastern, and the way the city day. I keep asking, who is actually in charge? Where leadership? Where is leadership? Every side dirty. Freetown, Western, Ural. Where you jump Orugu Bridge, you go say that there's no difference. Where you jump Levuma and go the other part, not just the same. Middle yesterday I drive through by Bure Road, Poti, Brima Lane, Shell, middle the street you see dirty all over. People when they tell the people when they pull the dirty now they always can put a middle the road. Western rural, you no for talk with yeah, man. Yeah, dead body now before council, right opposite council. The other one yesterday we will publish as well. Right now, King Jimmy, don't did it for how many days? He don't man. This country, man. Where is our empathy? Where we sorry at? Where the religion, where the profess say we get? Where the goodness, where they say we are good people, them? For see we compatriots, for see people, them we get life, then die one, then lead home. We just left them like that. Any mortal man where you see die in a street, he or she is someone's child. If you not get picking, na somebody in picking. Na life. You know, today na dog, them would you say dog die in a street, they left and they for long. In this city we see now, maybe if we say we don't move beyond from that they safe. With the same way we get this cushion and everything, the young boy, them plenty of them, they not treat, they hang out, nobody no care about them. But like we're back from Musai we come out. Where we sorry hearts, where we empathy, where they care how they show say we care for ourselves. Where is leadership? Where the people who they dance for and vote for? Where are they? For let you see you comping mortal man, le dom, he die, he did it for how many days? Sometimes if you see somebody in a treat safe, he don't there for 1 hour or 2 hours in a treat, should be worrying. But he did it, he die, he did it how many days? In body the smell. Inside we city, central business district. And we have people passing all over then this, you know, mayor, you know, councillor, you know, minister. Man, we don't get shame, man. We not ashamed of ourselves as a people, as a country. Then think they are happy in our city. Not to war we get, not to crisis, not to natural disaster. We get leadership. We have people we voted for. We get central government. We get local government. And somebody that die inside we city. Inside the central business district. He did it for days. No one cares. Nobody no able go pull on it. Everybody is holding their ground. Now this responsible, now that. Where is our empathy? Where we sorry at? We don't lost all land there. From politics and disagreement. Anyways. But sometimes it's tiring, man. Sometimes it's painful. It's painful. People, countries, and they're thinking about how to make them citizens and life them better. How to make them city them better. How for add technology in waiting them people in the use in the city. Add train, add electric vehicles. We are still struggling for waste management in this city. For clean this city. And on top of it all, we compatriots them, other people and picking them, citizens. They die, we left them, they not treat for days. And we say we get leadership, we get politicians, they dance, band, sing for. Good morning everyone and welcome. Good morning and welcome. Thanks for joining us this morning and we appreciate that every other weekday morning. When they join me on the show, whether they listen to we on Radio Land, whether they watch we on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Good morning and welcome, and thanks for joining us. It's the start of another working week, and we pray say we week go be productive. It will be a blessing to we. And we there in the final days of the holy month of Ramadan. Few more days, we'll be doing the Eid. We'll get the prayer day and all that. But I know we Christian brothers and therefore continue with the length, and we pray say inside this Ramadan and length, God will give you the blessing. It's tough, you know. Yesterday, a lot of Muslims do the Laylatul Qadr, the night of power, the prayer. Let Allah give you that blessing day. But I'm very happy that you know, we they do this together, but with religion and how we they show say we are people that they fear God, and we are people that we like God. We actions them for sure that same way they. It's shameful and it's sad, and it's not religious. Only we allow every other religion and teach we how for take care of somebody we die, we sick, we die, how for take care of the body. Otherwise, for being just to way people, and so it's not religious. It's shameful, self inside this. Then 2 blessed months they are, months of the seek salvation, spiritual healing. We they see mortal man then lead on, just like that, then die. We own mortal man. Man, it's hard to understand and believe that this is happening at this age and time, where people across other countries and then they run how for. Hey, man, we still can't pick up people that we die in a tree to the left and day for days, then decompose and smell, become. We get people who they move in SUV and this tongue, pam 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 pam, living their dim life. Some of them, all they care about is power, politics, power. They don't care about you. You can come out dancing and jump and out and they actually don't care about you. Imagine that could have been you. That could have been your relative. Sometimes tell you they know you fumble lonely, don't die for how many days. Nobody not care about her. That could have been you. It could have been me. It could have been my relative. These people are Sierra Leoneans, not to alien them. A person in Pekin, then get family in serious settings. The one and they then go try and trace them, even trace their family, and let them family know. Oh, they left mortal man then like so we don't compatriot they like na animal then die in a treat. Anyways, let's start the devotion with prayers. Lord pray for we safe. Lord pray for this country. Lord pray for we leadership. Honestly, they need prayer. People the way they lead, we need prayers. They need prayers. They need prayer. They need prayer. I don't know. I don't know. I've been to a few countries, but I'm connected at the world waiting to happen now. If country not to war and get, or not to other thing happen. You know, somebody showed me a story a few days ago. A colleague journalist in Guinea. There's a Sierra Leonean who died in Guinea. He shared with me the website of the story where they publish. A Sierra Leonean who died. Them friend he died around near one gutter na Conakry. Now police and go pick and day, and the story where you turn in French them publish and Google translates, I read them in English. Now police and go pick and day, and when he read the story then they investigate waiting cause the guy and die. This is a Sierra Leonean in another country where die. Before we would see. Lord pray. Lord start the morning with prayer. It can be very frustrating sometimes. But let us pray. Say amen, amen. Any side you deal, they pray for we self, pray for we politicians, them. Let God make them better people. You know, let God make them get sorry heart. For we the people them. We can dance and sing for them. We will think say, you know, then we be all and end all. Nothing gets we life. You know, you could have died. You did die somewhere. They don't care about you. But let us pray. Let's start the morning with prayers.
اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم ربنا من أراد بنا وبالمسلمين وبالإسلام وبهذه الدولة ودول أخرى إسلامية كان أو أفريقية سوءا فشغله في نفسه يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إسرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Heavenly Father, we continue to thank you for where you don't give you the opportunity in Lent.
Amen.
For now come to the consciousness that we are sinners, we need your mercy, we need your forgiveness. For where you don't give you the heart for be extend generosity to the one that would suffer, we get less. For we don't give you opportunity for now come to the consciousness for praise because we depend on you for everything. Lord, we want to present we country Sierra Leone to you, Lord. In this difficult moment, in this moment of uncertainty, on this moment of accusing each other, we pray that our love for our country will unite us. We pray for protection for those who stand for the truth. There are few individuals in this country who have constantly stood up for the truth. Lord, guide them. May they not compromise because of comfort, because of luxury, but that they may consistent in their promotion of truth, justice, and love for this country. We pray, O Lord, that you may continue to guide our leaders, that they may be focused to what is good for us, so what may be beneficial to all. We pray for those who are in the opposition, that they may critically look at what is wrong and do so with love for our country, and they may not relent. And we pray that we may listen to one another. We may be inclusive. We may bring everyone in board that has the potential to build this country. And we may continue, that God may continue to bless us with peace. We are facing soon disturbance around our borders. We pray, O Lord, for harmony between Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, that we may continue as one Mano River, one people who will continue to love ourselves, and pray that you, the King of Peace, may continue to reign peace in our families, peace in our hearts, peace among young people, and peace in the country. May God bless us all.
No make turn back the hands of time. Papa God, do ya help me home. Heal the broken, mend each heart. May we rise above all the pain and hurt and strife. In your love may we climb. Papa God, that's all we ask. Help me home. Papa, do ya help Salon? We didn't
Indeed, Papa, do your helps alone. But we need for help we save. We need for agree say we for live as decent people. We need for understand say we get leadership. People that we get leadership for understand say then get a responsibility for do things in a better way. Go pray. But man. How now you host, imagine Arata die now you host. You dey see the Arata, so say he don't die. Left for 2-3 days. Now the Arata sick for safe. You see they struggle, they don't care, don't see don't inside you pala. Because here you man get plaba. You say no man clean this pala today. They left this Arata na he go day. Not to me responsibility again. Me man be don't tell me say me not for sweep na. I'll give another example. Let's say you kitchen. The Arata go inside your kitchen because mostly we woman them, we sister them, we wife them. Get more time in the kitchen. We as lazy as we are now for eat no more and lay down and do other things. Yeah, so but yes, the Arata don't they struggle now your kitchen, you don't see them because the man say no. For clean the kitchen and they clean the kitchen. You see the Arata they left and the Arata they say die. They die, they smell. Now still they make plaba about order for clean the kitchen. Place una host the smell. Anybody who can at that place say meet that place say the smell. They don't know say una na dirty people. That is who we are. Oh. That is who we are. Political disagreements go always happen. Even in advanced democracies, it happen. Politicians and they disagree. Look the United States of America, where now we all example about democracy and good governance. Look the UK, watch them parliaments and see how then they disagree on things. It will happen because we are all humans and it's politics. But in them disagreements then they, enough for take we empathy, we react from we. Not for take them away from we. The care we for care for one another and the responsibility we'll get as leaders them. Enough for take them away from we. Now then a leadership safe. Even in disagreement, we shall put the interest of the people them before. Now then a leadership. Now then the true leadership where they put the people interest, you show solidarity, you put down your interest before. So even when they disagree about who that for do this, who that they do that, and they who that responsible for this, who that responsible for that, and they we agree say mortal man not for dying at treat we left and they so no. Their systems, their people were responsible. We agree say we sit enough for dirty so even when they disagree. That is what leadership is about. Naturally, when they disagree, people that come on a same family, where people that married, where they live their life together, then they disagree. That is who we are. That's what makes us humans. Follow we disagree, but there are bigger things and they win at the bigger picture. You man go say because your wife make plaba now see picking and they pull chop money. Or go drop the pikin at school because you and the woman don't make plaba. That is your responsibility. Or if you become sick, you can't go hospital because you and the wife get plaba. We can do better. We can do better. Leadership should work for us. Politics should work for us. Who side them people and they lay down so before city council, Kinjimi, somebody just tell me say the body still there at Kinjimi. Central Police, they're very close to that place. The seat of the presidency, State House, it's less than 30 minutes walk from State House to Kinjimi and before City Council. City Council, they right near Uside and Dede. Uside and body then they do. But in with disagreements, we not go show some dignity in the lives of we compatriots them. We not go do that. With disagreements all about politics, power, politics, elections. We not gonna expect for lives of we other compatriots, other citizens. Right in front of where I now politics and leadership they fail we so. But it's us the people back. Now we today we get plabanaya about pick body, not pick body. City council they go and pick the body them. The mayor announced. I interview there, I talk about the debts them way Kush debt. Wow, there is an uproar. The mayor they play politics, they so they pull an iron. Now police. I remember where police been they give their updates. Police be even they talk about the post-mortem way then they do and which of the cases them the people and die of drugs. Then they come for them. Nobody no responsible. The Minister of Local Government say no, not so your responsibility again. Let police call 900. Who don't call that number? Yes, the other day we call them and say the only ambulance we then get it don't go applying for go take the body them. That's the body then at Kinjimi this morning. Somebody just they tell me say they go corner to pass and the body they. That place is the body they very close to Corner Hospital. So we break down a system. There is a system. Instead of we collaborate and sit down and say, okay, Mayor, we not think say you're doing this thing the right way. Let's sit and do them the right way. We think say na this way for go. Let we all provide leadership. Let we collaborate and provide leadership. Let we know waiting as if you take the body now you the call farm. Now we go announce say now push this person down. Let there be a system where they work. We collaborate and work. But this all political fight, it's not working for us, the people. It's against us. Now, like we against una, like una affects the una, the affects unnecessary one out of ego. They affect we the people. Imagine how many people they do business at Kinjimi. How they get for cope and sit down with that kind of thing the way they happen. It's shameful. People should be ashamed of themselves. Una way then a power, the council, mayor, Ministry of Local Government, police, Ministry of Health. Una they put your life at risk. It's so shameful, man. Things like that they happen. Una no able to sit down and find a solution. Una no able to find solution to them and work together and collaborate. Everybody were only your side. I see mayor self go on Facebook will publish the body where they before council. They show the protocol. But sometimes in situations like that, you they show leadership. Wallahi, they show leadership. Even if it's not your responsibility, they don't pull an iron again. Somebody no go can die na you pala, die before you use. Because until you say not touch the body, you left and they smell they. No. You go show leadership. Say no. As much as you show leadership in telling council that they not get right for move you finance officer, the council finance officer, tell them back, say no, una not get right for lay people and they die in this city, una left them they don't so because people voted for you as their mayor. They voted for you as their mayor. You have shown leadership. Challenge them. Say, this is your city. Now you're not the leader now. Local governance, now you're not the leader. Somebody lay down in die one opposite your office and you still saying there is protocol. No, show leadership. So we are taking this. We they take them. We they take this body, go left an hospital or go left hand to the police. But everybody want give excuse. Everybody is complaining. Everybody they all on your side. Una they fail we. Una don't fail we say. It's failure. It's not leadership they fail right in front of we. So watch out this city day. The leadership they fail right in front of we so. There's not two way about it. Drive na Juba Bridge. Yesterday I go western back anyway. I go up to Juba. Drive past na Juba Bridge. See the dirty there. Drive past inside town. See the dirty. The Nepan Fed finance officer this, finance officer for go enough for go. People and they live inside this fields na this city. Communities. There is no concern or worry, then can't hear when they happen, the leadership will be worried. How do we collaborate? How central government, local government, law enforcement, and community leaders, then they work together, say, let's address this problem. Gonna everybody holding their space, But now we back where elections and can we the people and they sing and dance and they behind politicians them, but they're not working for you. The system isn't working for you. People in diner treats and left and so. Not to war, not to crisis, not to natural disaster, and negligence, total negligence, and failure of leadership from council, from central government, law enforcement. As they call 900, we call, say the only ambulance you then get it don't go upline. Look at that place, they right near Central Police Station, Kinjimi. Anyway, Lord take we anthem and pledge this morning. Lord take them. You know, there are a lot of things happening in the world. Right now, they worry about how do we take care of ourselves as country. We so depend on imports of importing fuel. How do we address, you know, then situations and the global issue, how will they affect we? Now that thing and they will lead them for the sit up and now safe. How do we cushion things for people? How do we ensure everything that happen at the world so not affect we that much? But we still let argue for pick the body in a treat. Taking dignity away from people. Dignity. Man. Leadership should work for the people. Not about jumping, passing all over. We'll take a pledge and anthem. We'll come back and do the roll call. We get some stories for on this morning. And also we'll get to talk to Jacob Jusu Safa, the former Minister of Finance and also Chief Minister. And we'll get to talk to somebody from the Council of Churches as well. Let's get a position paper we released recently on the amendment bill and the electoral system. We'll forget. Continue for still till they come back shortly.
My love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. I vow to serve and faithfully at all the times. I promise to defend her honor and good name. Always work for our unity, this freedom and prosperity. And put our interests above all else. So help me God. So help me God.
Why we exalt thee, realm of the free. Great is the love we have for thee. Firmly united, ever we stand, singing thy praise, O native land. We raise up our hearts and our voices on high. The hills and the valleys re-echo cry. Blessing and peace be ever thine own. Land that we love, our Sierra Leone.
You know what time it is? Youth man, Western time. Youth man, Western time. Make we learn for us questions, but things them where they happen now. Sweet nation, you name the resources. Waiting them from benefits this nation. From independence to 50 years of celebration, where they make you man and they think I'm say something from better. We still under British colonization. Command them still not a question. Should be one of the richest countries in the world, but we still why we not a question? Why poor people just the poor? They rank and then they better. Why? Waiting do we not a question? Why make na salon no more the young no they grow? Oh salon. Why we not a question? Why make na no more education no they grow? Oh, Salon, how the internet slow. Now so we slow anyone then give me we say oh. Big development, corruption, first position, clap for us. I know that's such occupation. These two can first pants on things. Go be beg na boduya. Una kill we slow. Una shoot we right on sight. And maybe then they go better. I say na 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 na. We don't say na 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 na. Yes, I go try for unite this generation. Sabotage, make them misunderstand the intentions. Making them smart, but must ask you the question. One day, mama, why we still live on the same condition? Why then it go be big question? You go answer, mama, papa, picking confrontation. All these fucking kids in a fire bone, now we all young. You know, don't know they touch them, and they see them, when I say them not for us, kuna nothing. How long for the ala for the moment? As 2-3 months pass, so next man said, wait for you to for pattern a boy in this country.
Yes, sir. Inside this country, we get different political parties, but we know, and they all get their aims and their objectives. Some na for can fight for the power, ruling and opposition. Some na for the run after power, that's a third force. And some them na for support to that they na power. And when you want for enjoy them, just tune your radio. You go hear the drama. We man them the the grammar. Na FM salon point every day. I keep in a party, me say every day. Radio station. For all the politicians, me say right down day. The party king well, the party king jam. The talking plenty and the shocking one. So argument. Ruling party king day, opposition themselves king day. I tell you, third first king day, Vuvuzela themselves king day. This now we party, political party. For all the politicians, me say right down there. Because I want to make them know now politics don't put me there. Ruling party, now politics don't put me there. Opposition, now politics don't put me there. Now politics don't put me there. Vuvuzela, now politics don't put me there. Balance kete mude, now politics don't put me there. Every brother, now politics don't put me there. Every sister, now politics don't put me there. The party intense in all kinds sense. Fire. We one panel jump and grab the microphone and begin for talk. The fambu them una do. Me na the honorable can they represent the ruling party. And so we na party where they practice people-oriented politics. Now that make us the passive don't say we get the encyclopedia for change and prosperity. We na party where believe in action. Now that make we don't provide 24 hours electricity. We do massive road construction and we don't provide the free well body business. In fact, nobody know they pay nothing again for malaria treatment. Now any government hospital na this country. But honorable can. All waiting on the bluff so una don't do. Now we the opposition party we don't make the plan. And una for left of cool the people them. Waiting at the road construction. Una for say cosmetic road rehabilitation. And me honorable Samba na Samba. The challenge una for show us road where una don't begin and where una don't complete. The time will be there na power. We put things them in place. Set up institutions for the smooth running of this country. And show a strong economic base. But sorry for saying me brother can. Inside the passport.
Respect to all massive and crew. It's been a long time you've been away from home. That's why me come back. When me sing things and me bring you these conscious reggae vibes. Jah be my guide, Rastafari.
Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in suit and tie, and dirty character. Thief man, they all a thief now, the system batter. Rasta man, me know Eric Cockembull, me represent green, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make you settle, and then you jump beside. You don't dirty and more. If man they are latif, now this is them batters alone they go behind. Who that now we go believe? Oh, this na wrong side life, now we dey live so. If they are latif, who that now we go believe? This na wrong side life, now we dey live so. Sorry, say na sana sana, self say na sorry. Oh, this na wrong side life, now we dey live so. Who say a rata, who that get his character? The cap side life, now we dey live so. Salon de poil, then just a pan story. Things are go bad, who not the pan story. Fake promises and philosophies, yeah. Say we don't tire with these buckle stories. Bring us the rice, cause the people hungry, yeah. Things are go bad, things are go bad, things are go bad in a me beautiful nation. What a one. Man them feel conscious, man them feel conscious, man them feel conscious and stand for the right. Is your right? Oh, it's the wrong side life, now we dey live so. If they are latif, who that now we go believe? It's the wrong side life, now we dey live so. Sorry, say na sana sana, self say na sorry. It's the wrong side life, now we dey live so. Who say a rata, who that get his character? The cap side life, now we dey live so. Salon de poil, then just a pan story.
Yes, sire.
Indeed, Salon de Puel and just a pan story. Wrong side life, man. Sana sena sori sori sena sana. Who sena rata? It's Alec. Ah, man. This profess love one at the show and care for the people. It's all fake. Fake. People that don't self and care about no more. What's our system they work? Wallahi. Everybody need don't treat so. Everybody still learn a King Jimmy this morning. Oh, he did it. Get somebody we just pass. My colleague just a message me and tell me. Imagine. Oh, this they blame this and they blame that. And we on life back. Oh, we on life, man. Country then they run, then they move. If you check country then they imagine now how the electric train, how for connect, city them, and then the member, not to have for pick the body na treat again. Shameful, painful, sorrowful. But it's us, the people, we, the thing that we can spend with energy power. We politicians come to win for sing and dance. Someone ala pow don't you, mommy don't you. Sing and dance the way gonna also attend all this safe. Pump lock lights no day. Then people and they go they run behind. So you get the potential. You picking and that young person will die so in a better system. You get the potential for be a leader as well. You picking them forget the. Again, it's us. They think so for demand, for all we leader them. We politicians are accountable for. We need to hold them accountable. We don't care waiting the left no more big member for shit. But again, it's poverty, poverty mentality and how we see politicians them. I remember long ago there was a politician who tell like this country, say, bro, you not servant to. Say you now we they work for. I told him that. And I see down the line, he accepts and agree now, say, he's servants to the people. Until we begin see politicians and like say, see you self inside am. See am say, me self get the potential and ability for serve like how you deserve so. There is no different. God not make them differently from we. There are people from our community, now we fumble them, now we paddy them. Now make for all them accountable. For all them responsible with things they go wrong. But this could come begin saying, no, this, that, that. That system they fail so. That they are all responsible, they fail so. The body they inside the central business this day. Less than 30 minutes walk from the presidency, from the office of the president. King Jimmy, they use 30 minutes for worker from State House to King Jimmy. No, it's not possible. Central Police. Now, it less than 5 minutes walk safe to Kinjimi. City council is the same. Now, the power day, police headquarters, the Ministry of Finance, now the central business district. I know they allow things and they happen. So anyway, let's do the whole call. This country, we go play with part. We go sit there, play with part and talk. But if we the people not get the awareness and consciousness, say politics should work for us, we not for allow waiting they happen. So now the issue they are we for really show concern pa. And they were because this doesn't mean this is not so APC or SLPP. This is about leadership. This is about leadership and the governance, the local governance, central government, how the system they work for you. Not so APC, SLPP. We don't vote down. We get government, we get mayor, we get president. President appoints ministers. We get law enforcement, we get police. It's not APC and SLPP. But as you begin see them now, APC and SLPP, we don't lost the ball. You know, and at the end of the arguments and can go with conversation them. You see how politicians and they argue about election and vote, eh? You see, eh? That's so them for argue for take care of with life them. Now that way they them for who say you don't see politicians and walk out of parliament say because you people they not get light to the walk out of parliament. People they not get watch out they walk out of parliament. They body then not treat to the walk out of parliament. We young people they not get job with the walk out of parliament. Who step from both political parties? Who say don't hear it? The disagreements mostly is about vote, election. That's all. And now they vote for. And good morning. This is a Monday morning. Man, don't be get man. You know, man, not sleep. Man, give up pray and all. You know. Sometimes it's painful. It's painful. Need for watch over myself also. Good morning, Gibbs. Say Aliu Madi. Fode Jane. Alfred Thomas, Usman Jallo, good morning. Ibrahim Cole, Juliet Bayatila, Arun Michael Sisse, Engineer Lawrence Touré, Creo Bobo, good morning. Trevor Young, good morning. Thanks for all you're doing, brother. Thanks for all you're doing. I see yourself can get frustrated, you can get tired. Because it actually you imagine, it actually you naturally, it actually believe yourself. Somebody go die na treat, he did it for 24 hours. Before I say he did it for 48 or 72 hours. It actually you imagine, Andy. It's tough, man. See Yusuf Alpha, Christ the King, John Desmond Ook, Bashiru Sissoko, Gabriel Indolo Lebi, Mosdi, good morning. Ahmed Tijan Ba, Erun Junior Toka, Minkael Abdullah, Bubakar Conte, Dauda Tarali, Mariam Lebofav, good morning. Lux Prince Adin, Bashiru Sissoko, Justice Moy Samba, Francis Sheku Yanguba, Engineer Lawrence Touré, Sule Jonal Kaloko, Emma Williams Davidson, Justin Blah, Mara Lansana, Khadija Tukoma, Grace Mosori, Ezekiel Michael Karimu, Fen Kouma, Sufia Abib Tunis Kiawu, good morning. Korombo Michael, good morning. Fem Kouma, Abibatu Mansari Cleveland, Ahmed Jabi, good morning. Abib Kamara Daniel Idris, good morning. Malik Dabo, Dauda Tarawali, Mo Atisba, Assalamu alaikum, brother. I see you in the Holy Land. May Allah grant you the blessings of this holy month. Emma Wilson Davidson, good morning. Sheku Dine Kamara, Arun Alvin, Aliu Madi, Sulaiman Manal Ba, Mike Joseph Kanu, Noah Kamara, good morning. Amadou Ramos Ba, good morning. Good morning. Simeon Bob Toka, good morning. Alex Idris Kamara, Mustafa Jane, Peter Beckley, Jaya Koka, Shiba Concept, John Kanu, Cecilia Aluko Robert, Olunfi Smith, good morning. Sia Kutubu, good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. It's always a blessing for no say we all there. Good morning, John Bemba Sisse, Amadou Ba, Salaam alaikum, brother. Good morning, Lamrana Ba Kamara, Alimatu Daman Kenny, good morning. Good morning, Amanatu Sanusi, Anthony S. Kusaba, good morning. Good morning, Zainab Conte. Yeah, Trevor Young, yes, man, see you, brother. Engineer Lawrence Touré, Yes, the names and the cow, and the cow. But good morning, Jaden. Good morning, Josiah Thomas. Yes, good morning, Mustafa Kata M. Kat. Salam alaikum, brother. Hope you they do fine. Good morning, everyone. Kusna Bayo. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. It's always a blessing for getting on the program, and we appreciate that so much that on the join we every other weekday morning. Today, if we get time, we're going to premiere a video of a short documentary where we do with a rehab center na McKinney. You know, I traveled to McKinney some time ago and look at how, you know, a private rehab center, you know, the president been promised say we get rehab center na the north and other parts them, but unfortunately up to now there is no government run rehab center na the north. There is one private one na McKinney where CEO Gaza, a young guy, they run for some young people, and it is seek support. So we get for bring that short documentary there about the work way they do to now. We get some stories them for take actually, but I just want to show let we show people you know, and we just want to apologize via discretion. They can show some of the two videos them of the one body we in the opposite city council and the other one where we understand say still they na Kinjimi. The picture the way you go see it's the start of the morning. You might not want to watch them, but yeah, we just put the viewers discretion, Simon. If it's ready, you can just put it then. We can show Fambul in the video. It's very, very painful and it's sad. But let's show maybe some other people and they will not see them. It's sad that you know we did at this state usai we get for big the people are very responsible, you know. The following video footage contains graphic images that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Please. This not the body way been the this not the council building. You know, by the other side, they make side people and they sit down for relax and all. And the body did this so. Well, I think they don't pull and they make colleague go there yesterday for go check. This other one Kinjimi, then say this still there. Not so corner na Kinjimi they oh. Now the main road, main pantap the bridge. And they lay them so. You don't did it then say for Larry, la see. Yes, Kello been sent the update yesterday. Let me see how long it's been there. And say, sources say it's been there for 2 days. 2 days. Imagine 2 days. Somebody die, lay down there. People in the Pasianda, everybody the Pasianda, almost. It is very close to Central Police, not far to City Council, closer to the mortuary, to Cornell Hospital. We just not care, man. Just not care. Just not care. You know? Things that should be working for us. It didn't work. It didn't work. You know? And this whole thing about council and local government, then get this, then draw again. You know, I understand say now the vice president, the supervise local councils, interministerial committee, and the leader. Why can't we solve this problem? Why? How this problem would not big so much that it affect service delivery, it affect waiting we forget right now this city. Why? How? Whose problem they will not go get solution? Governance, when I get leadership. Why? Why can't you bring these people to the table and let everybody understand waiting at their role and responsibility? Should we wait until more people die and there is no one to pick them up? Should we wait? Look how the city dirty. Shouldn't that be our concern? Simon, if you can look for that video where VP been talk about the city dirty, let me play about let people it's the vice president himself who picked that up as well. Say the crime where they na dirty. But watch around. I don't know how comfortable we are without this city there. But in any serious place, wallahi, people will be concerned. the central government, local government, even the people them, and go be very worried and concerned for see the city they so. Imagine the threat, the health hazard where all entire the coast, dirty day around all over. Bombe, one day na Kinton and the burn smoke fire, smoke commodity all day. Go na Eastern all day. And I don't know which other city, like I said, I haven't been to many places, but I don't know which other city where inside the city, then get dump side, then get side when a dump, put side in the Tuido. Anyway, don't listen to the vice president.
I also want to remind the police and say, the latest crime we don't declare of Britain now, all the people that repent, na Doti, and the latest criminal will not appear in the Western region. And then Doti will not appear so, and get people in the end because Doti need to work and not take on a street. Doti need to work and take on a roundabout. So I want every police know say, in Udayon checkpoints and force, I don't have to start. By 38, all the checkpoints they go on a day, any sound on a day, any sound against the station, make them be the most clean place. If somebody can tell me a police station and checkpoint, you can't trade or thing. When they can't go tell you, say, put me in a cell, just put a cell. Because if you let all sides, you don't go look inside policeman and they go trade or thing, you the policeman, whether you're responsible for law, order and safety, you let them go. Next time you don't know what they bring out. So I want the police to pay attention to that. Because that is a gross indiscipline. Unless somebody take the thing and goes, you know, get no sign of that, we go put them before the street. We are the police will not allow that gross indiscipline. The last time we are the pastor by 38. Now so go outside police and they now the roundabout and they put them. So we not accept that because that is a part of public safety. Because public indiscipline, social indiscipline requires social discipline. So we have see that as part of public safety. Because when somebody go no, you know side in the train dirty, you get like dirty, you know what then they can't take out. Just today, I called the mayor. I said, let me see, you know, they once here today they go, they come on in the office. Because this new crime we don't have. You see crime, you know, make it come well in city. We therefore work together, government, municipality, and take all the necessary action to make sure say we not only put the infrastructure to clean the city, but we also the discipline the one the way they take that as an habit to go create public disorder. So I want to draw the police attention. Let me know say when person do that they obstruct public safety, and the primary responsibility of maintaining public safety. So we are that is one thing where I want to pay attention, particularly at the checkpoint there. Particularly when I know they stop people that will let the local cell at the checkpoint. But the people the way they can sell at the checkpoint to send police, they get responsibility back for cleaning the checkpoint. If not, let the local sell it, let them go for other side to sell. So I want to tell all thank you. I want to tell the ID thank you.
Respect to all massive and crew. It's been a long time you've been away from home. That's why me come back. When me sing things like one, me bring you these conscious reggae vibes. Jah be my guide, Rastafari.
Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in suit and tie and dirty character. Thief man, they are a thief now. This is the batter. I Rasta man, me know Eric Cockembull. Me represent blue, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make it settle, and then you jump beside. You don't dirty and more. Thief man, they are a thief now. This is the batter. Salon they go behind. Who that now we go believe? Oh, this na wrong side life. We dey live so. They are like thief. Who that now we go believe? It's na wrong side life. We dey live so. Sorry, say na sana self na so. It's the wrong side life. We dey live so. Say Arata would I get his character? The capside life. We dey live so. Salon de puel, then just dey pan so. Things are go bad, we not dey pan story. Fake promises and philosophy. Yeah. Say we don't tire with these Baku stories. Bring us the rice, cause the people hungry. Yeah. Things are go bad, things are go bad, things are go bad in a me beautiful nation. What a one. Man them feel conscious, man them feel conscious, man them feel conscious and stand for the right. Is your right? Oh, it's the wrong side life. We dey live so. They are latif, that now we go believe. It's the wrong side life. We dey live so. Sorry, sana self say na sorry. It's the wrong side life. We dey live so. Say Arata would I get his character? The capside life. We dey live so. Salon de puel, then just dey pan so.
Yes, sire. See, I'm conscious of the fact that I've got a moral and civic responsibility to stand for the truth and
Get a civic and moral responsibility for stand for the truth and for stand for what you believe in as a person, as a citizen. We all get a responsibility. And we the vote for power belongs to us. We all forget a dignified life. We all forget expect leaders them for work for we. I make when they come campaign to we they take with time, go under sun or rain and vote for them and trust leadership to them. Say lead we. And when it's time to lead, they should show leadership. It's sad, Mr. Vice President, Honorable Vice President. This not so dirty they not treat again. Oh. Now the body then they not treat. And not too far from your office. Not too far from the police headquarters. Not too far from Central Police. Not too far from City Council. The body not so people and they take dirty can put it. That is happening. But now the body then they did not treat so they left them for 2 days. Honorable Vice President. I don't know if this meeting we've been talking with the mayor, if we not been on get time, but one day just take your time and drive around this city, Mr. Honorable Vice President. Put your glass down. Drive, go far east, go up to Waterloo, use the peninsula around. You drive back, put your glass down and watch. Drive back, come, see canals and see. But I think it's not dignifying, it's shameful, it's sad that we compatriot them. People picking them, could die in a street and then did it for days without anybody picking them up. Anybody. Before all people are accountable and responsible. When things are happening and people are not take action. They are leaders. They say call 900. We don't call 900 and say the only ambulance you then get to go apply. That's the situation, Honorable Vice President. Maybe you're not aware. I understand you've been the corner. I don't know if you don't can't talk, but you don't go beyond just the dirty. The body that don't come back. Try to be fishy with the kush and naturally, with every indication, the kind way we brother them been there around, we sister them been there around with this kush business and people them be die around. So it don't reduce with the enforcement by the police, the raids. It's still around. Drugs is very difficult to fight. It's still around. It's a very, very difficult thing to fight. But yeah, we know a lot of cases of people who are not sentenced. People who, yes, been they deal with drugs now. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Vice President, just want to bring to your attention as chair of the Interministerial Committee on Local Government, maybe you go solve this problem once and for all. Everybody understand the role and responsibility. That's what leadership is about. It's about solving problem. Not a way problem that everybody they shift blame. Everybody they wait for in company. And it's shameful. It's shameful. Huh? We'll take a quick commercial break. We can join we first guest this morning. Continue for stay with we. This are the Truth Morning Devotion.
EcoBank's award-winning suite of solutions for women in business is expanding to be bigger, better, and more inclusive. If you're an entrepreneur and your business is not yet registered, take advantage of expert coaching and training. Get visible online and reach more customers. Access finance and smart business resources. If you run a registered business, develop your business capabilities and expertise. Benefit from bespoke financial solutions. Access new markets. Connect with experienced female mentors. And if you're an accomplished professional, achieve your gender and diversity goals. Support and empower other women. Inspire and influence with your expert skills. Develop your legacy and social impact as a mentor. And foster a culture of growth and development in your peer group. Join our community at ecobank.com/elevate. Elevate by EcoBank. A better way, a better Africa.
When starting your day, getting fit is the first step. When the hustle starts, nothing should stall you. When it's time to plan your future, saving should be easy. When you're ready to expand, no room for excuses. When your child needs relief, waiting isn't an option. And if it's you asking, no isn't an answer. Because for us, when it comes to banking, it's all about you.
It's Labor Day. After all the grind, stress, and queries at the office, it's time to ease your brain, laugh out loud, and feel like the CEO. Live with Kido. Also will make sense on Labor Day, Friday, May 1st, 2026. Venue, prestigious Bintumani Hotel, 7 p.m. Ticket prices: Kido, 500 millions. Answer, 1,000 millions. Amin, table for 4, 10,000 millions. Adil, table for 8, 20,000 millions. You don't have buy yourself plenty. Now come and laugh. No excuse. Media partners, Truth Media, and cooked by Eminence Africa.
I say, it don't make sense. I don't make sense.
Dreams Travel, one of the best pan travel business na the country, they come up back this year with Rakbala Excursion 2026. They take we direct to Thailand. Lord Daddy, beautiful country, nice country, sweet country. And they tell you, they want the way don't work out with Dorim. No say they sabi handle and customer them. And Dorim, they give value for money. Rakbala Excursion 2026 to Thailand go be from August 15 so till August 29 for just $6,000 no more. Where inside there you get hotel accommodation, air ticket, airport pickup, and drop off. Then go carry go waka. Now all the fine places in Thailand. But I tell you, this is superb value for money. No waste time again. Call him now and make you booking and arrange how you want for pay. Call them now 099 009 249 or 076 578 448. No forget to Rakbala Excursion 2026 na Thailand from August 15 to August 29 for just 6,000 normal. Thailand, we did a road, we dey come.
This late Engamada season, Orange they turn you every day call them to big wins. Yes, because we dare together. you can win over 1 million euros worth of prize them. Just make call, we go hit 50 euros every week and win 5,000 euros worth of food items them. Renew solar subscription or buy new solar kit and win 5,000 euros worth of food items them plus 10 minutes free call. Yes, we dey get winner every week. But wait oh, this is don't loud, yeah? Make call we go hit 250 euros every month and you can drive brand new keke. Waiting that inside this season, we get fit and blessing. Your connection for make you enjoy. Call more and win big. Orange, the better when we there together.
Orange Maxit app, they give you more sweet special features we designed for make you life simple. No miss events. Buy tickets for concerts, sports match or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features, yeah, and more they waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience.
Orange. Welcome back, listener. The Truth Morning Devotion on Truth FM 103.9 with the broadcast live from his studios na Ilkot na Freetown and we dey on Facebook, YouTube and TikTok. We dey come talk to our first guest this morning. The Council of Churches in Leone have been enjoying the debates on the constitutional reform and released a position paper. Recently, we outlined the recommendation on the 2025 Constitutional Amendment Bill within a Parliament and already. And not forget, say Parliament, we don't ask for position paper. This morning, for can talk about within a council, their own recommendation and then position. I get with me in the studio Bishop Magnus Bendu, we na chairman for the Advocacy Committee, Council of Churches in Leone CCSL. Good morning, Bishop, and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
It is a pleasure having you. We know Parliament, there was this amendment bill, there are a lot of debate around them, then gets the pre-legislative hearing, and Parliament been asked for position paper them. From institutions and individuals. We see council being get a press conference and when I get a position paper. What's in a council in position on the amendment bill generally?
Well, the Council of Churches in Sierra Leone, now a group of churches, we come together since 1924. And we don't be involved in advocacy issues, promoting human rights, and positive governance at the nation, and also speak for people who disadvantaged and vulnerable in our society. So motivation, we guide for prepare with position paper, and the fact that we exist for uphold unity in the country, and also for help for peace and justice day. So we look at a few issues, now the bill we then present to Parliament. Well, we government members say position paper not like would they begin fresh issues because there are many fresh issues where the council be done they contributing to. But we position basically react to the bill. So we get a few issues, about 7, we try for give recommendations to. Some of them we actually agree. Number 1, the issue of the 30% for women, we 100% endorse them, and we think it's a novelty. We not wait for comment and it will be enshrined in the Constitution. We also look at the appointment of the Electoral Commissioner. The bill say the President for appoint a search and nominations committee. We think say yes, the President go appoint them, but the manner in which the bill states say for appoint them, I will not agree with. For instance, it say the President go appoint a representative from the interreligious community. We appoint a representative from the bar association, from SLAJ. We think, say, if I go the other way, now them moral guarantor institutions than they, instead for nominate somebody to the president, we go endorse by way of appointments, and not on new things alone. For instance, we get example of the Education Act from the 2004 and the 2003. The way that they appoint board chairman and schools them. It looks small at basic level, but at least it can apply to national level.
The Minister of Education is in for appoint board chairman. But the proprietor bodies, now they the board chairman for common. So now then they nominate somebody to the minister, and then if the minister satisfied with them, based on the CV, he appoints them by endorsement, yes. So we think say it can happen the same way. For instance, the president go ask interreligious council, we recommend because now the most recognized body for interreligious community. Say, okay, will now give me 2 persons, in fact, for that appoint to the search and nominations committee. Instead of just look and appoint anybody. So now one part of the things then they will recommend say let the institutions then nominate to the president and then he endorse or appoint instead of he appoints. Then one. The second one are the first past the post and proportional representation system. Well, we already been on to get discussions on this. At the CCSL are part of the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone. In fact, we have founded members. In July last year, we get a lot of meetings, and then we come up with a position where CCSL maintain as we own position in this bill that we think say the first past the post system are the best for Sierra Leone at this moment. And we get several reasons why we think so. One, we think say the first past the post system, they bring some amount of transparency and accountability in the electoral system. And then two, easy for understand. You know, we get a lot of people in our grassroots. If I way people understand something, justice, transparency is a part of justice. When the thing transparency, easy for understand, people know exactly, then a good system for we. Then also, as a Christian body, we think say, we continue for going to partisan appointments of we leaders. And proportional representation, they give the political party more power. Which means the political party they be strengthened and the country they be divided into party lines because you they vote for party. You know they really vote for directly somebody. So we think say we need for know we leaders. We need for assess person by character. So when the election be at the constituency level, then I know the person with him up. I able assess in character. So I go beyond political party. If I feel say this person are the best person, I don't mind whether I'm a member of this party or not. I vote for that person there. In the constituency system, it's easy for understand. But in the PR system, you don't get 10 people in a whole district. I'll go able for access. What if I elect the 5 and not believe in the 5? So I'll go vote. It brings more confusion. So that's not one other reason. The other reason is in the constituency system, the candidates or the MP where them go down elect go get a direct link within people because now a well-structured constituency, you know the boundaries of the people where it represent. It's easy for meet them. So you see in the PR system now they operate. Some MPs they did very, very they're ready for work and then developmental, but it's difficult for them. In fact, many of them actually within their mind are constituency and then they work with. A lot of them, if you ask, they go tell you that constituency so come out instead of now so districts are come out because now that's not the understanding.
But when I look at the advantages of the PR system as well, to a point where it reduce tension in by-elections, reduce costs in conducting elections during by-elections, and also the issue of political violence, where we don't hear a lot about. Can we look at the positive part of it and how it can be made better,
Definitely, we look at all that and we agree say, we don't get violence in elections in Sierra Leone. But really, we still get violence when we do the PR system. We don't. That's not the third time we don't try the PR system, and all three the one that we don't try slightly different. The first one was national. The second one was district, similar to this one, but this one in threshold a little bit higher. We agree say yes, some costs go there in the area of by-elections, but the costs where they for them by-election, compare with the cost of the people not electing the candidates where they sabi. Because the kind impact with that go get when you get wrong leaders in society, the impact go huge. You're not going to even able to count the costs. So in terms of cost effectiveness, we think Sedan did not too much violence. Well, all elections get violence. The most important
but we don't see how by-elections can be more violent than sometimes even the elections day, because political party then can one then sit and day. And that's worrying as well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we know that one of the advantages with the first past the post gets, but that still not take away the aspect of violence in the country. Violence in the people understanding of democracy. I mean, we feel say we need to raise more awareness, let people understand what's in a democracy. The fact that if somebody not there against you or not votes for you, it not means not to like you or want for let you exist at all, but it just means you get a better option. So basically, violence now the people are understanding, and if you still get the same people, even with PR, you still get violence. If the last election, them bonus them, they wound people them, then chap people them, even though like direct way they happen at the constituency based election. Exactly. So we think say we first step up with awareness raising.
Is there a way I think say we could have an hybrid system, do it better with both system, or for the council it's just going back to the first past the post?
No, we give a recommendation. We say the first past the post getting on disadvantage them, and so therefore we for refine them somehow. For instance, we give the example of the mixed member parallel system where they operate in a country like Japan and South Korea and Thailand. Now first past the post now major, but they also get a kind of PR. The way that they do then shape the constituency then they like we get 132 constituency. But then after people don't win that constituency, then they also look back at the vote, the total votes where a party gets in a certain region or district. Then they accord proportional seats to the party then there as well. That now like hybrid system, the mixed member parallel system. Then so now one of the way they can reform them, because the reason is, for instance, somebody gets 60% of the votes in one constituency, the other person gets 35, then the other person gets 5. It means 40% of the people really not vote for that person. So if we don't get the constituency, the person win, he didn't have the seats. Then we can look now at the other votes them, including the party we win. Then they accord also PR seats. The only implication is there may either be a slight increase in the number of members of parliament. But if we also know one time, we can reduce the constituency and expand the constituencies a little. Then we reserve some seats for the PR aspect of the hybrid system. So, but at least first past the post, somebody they represent a constituency, even though PR seats then go there.
Okay.
Yes.
This is something una go explain to Parliament for understand, because this is a new. I don't talk to people about hybrid system, but what you explain sounds somehow different. Is it something the council will present to Parliament if the need be for them to understand?
Definitely. We always open. We always ready at any time for make we views the known, because we say first past the post, but we are saying we can refine first past the post for address the challenges we first past the post don't get us alone. For instance, disabled community, we can also get reserved seats for them. Women them in terms of we can also get reserved constituency for make sure say the 30% quota meet. Otherwise the constituency go lose that side. So therefore refine, and that's what they say. But the PR system also, you can argue say it can be refined. But it gets a lot of complex way for it, because it gets mathematical calculations. They make the release of results, the delay, and not everybody they able understand and quick. But when you get
what can inform this on a position? Is it based on research, based on engagement with our members them?
Yeah, number one, say we get congregants them within our constituencies them. Then they talk to we. We get MPs them within our constituencies them. Then they talk to we. But basically also, the grumble plenty with the PR system. We struggle for going to the PR system. When the government being approved, we CCSL, we also help for raise awareness, for explain to people how the system turn, what's in the happen. But we think say the PR system, the practice are now, they reduce opportunity for plenty people for participate.
Is it about the threshold that could be reduced as well and get more people and for more political parties for possibly win and get seat in a parliament?
That could have been better. But no matter how you look for Sierra Leone at this point, constituency system is easy for understand, and the people and the perception about them is very good. Perception very important for shape reality.
In your statements, just while you say the Buddha, Bishop Magnus Bendu, chair of the CCSL Advocacy Committee, said the church's motivation is rooted in its prophetic role in national affairs, a tradition it has upheld since its founding in 1924. How could you explain better the prophetic prophetic role that they play in this whole system and politics and governance and democracy?
Yes, we have to understand the role of the church from three perspectives when I'm in the offices of Christ. Jesus Christ, we understand him as prophet, priest, and king. Let's begin from bottom. King, it means he was a leader. The church for play a leadership role in the nation, insofar as guaranteeing morality is concerned and positive governance as well. Then the priestly role, like the pastoral aspects, would they preach, would they try for help people and for be transformed. But the prophetic role is the aspect where the church they promotes human rights, the dignity of humanity. Would they talk to the people and for God, and would they talk to God also for the people and. In this case, that would they address issues of justice. Would they make sure say who size people and go suffer will become the mouthpiece of the people. In Proverbs 31:8-9, the Bible tells we say we for speak up for the one that we're not able to talk. A lot of people not even understanding issues there. Now complex and critical issues for them. So the role of the church now for coincide and make sure say being non-partisan and being neutral in the whole situation, but help for promote what will bring justice.
Is it about getting religion into politics, into governance?
Well, that's always the argument about whether religious people and for going into politics. I mean, the fact of the matter is there is no way anybody can avoid what is called politics because it relates to leadership in so many ways. So the church, not partisan, but we know they avoid, we not apolitical as well. So there's no way they can remove the church from the issues of governance in the nation because we are moral guarantors. We supposed to make sure say the right thing happen, justice happen, and therefore we not get any option for being neutral. We get for being involved, but we get for being involved, being fair to everyone, both parties in governance, both opposition. So sometimes that is the problem they come. When you talk something they are against somebody where they govern, if you say, oh, the church not for mixed pan politics, that time the opposition go hail you. When you talk against something the opposition not like, the government people go say the church they do well. Then the opposition go say, no, not for mixed pan politics.
But how do they strike that balance, being these moral guarantors? Because there are a lot of things that way they happen, not only with governance, even social issues where they affect the society. How do they strike that balance for let society see religious leaders as people them way I said the other day, politicians them, people in power, people with influence, then get church then they go, then get mosque then they go, then get spiritual leaders them. How religious leaders can play that role in holding people in power accountable as well?
Yeah, we do them at several levels. One from the pulpit level, then we church and mosque them, definitely. We always try for preach truths then we come out from the various books that we believe, or we from the Bible, the CCSL. We make sure say we address national issues based on biblical lenses. That now from that level. Then we get the ecumenical level where we come together so for speak with one voice. Then they address issues of this nature. For instance, the Constitution now, where they get a position paper. So we don't address the issues and in so many occasions. The issue of Yenga, we work on them many times, sometimes at the background. The peace swimming canals alone, everybody know how much the role of the church and the interreligious council. So we always strike the balance. Now that make the church not be partisan. Because once you be partisan, you're not able for talk the truth. We want always for stand at the middle, and standing at the middle, but for say the truth.
We get a political stalemate presently on this amendment bill. You mentioned when I get other position, they don't withdraw from participating in governance, and the government said they say the president did nothing wrong. As moral guarantors, as you mentioned, how could you intervene in addressing situation like this?
Yes, I mean, I have to make my position clear now. I mean, a chairman for advocacy. I talk on behalf of the president when I'm the spokesman for CCSL, Council of Churches in Sierra Leone. The current stalemates, we don't begin look at them. We don't maintain any position in it. So until we get a position, I don't want to make comment on that.
Okay, but with the documents and the documents we una self review and una get to a position, which are the other points them una think say need for be looked into in the amendment bill?
Yeah, we talk about the petition, filing a petition after the declaration of presidential election. The bill, the proposed bill, talk about 3 days. We think, say, number one, they not say 3 working days, not 3 days. And Salo, we get some days that we not to like work official working days. So we think say 3 days short. Let's say for instance, then declare results on a Friday. I mean, it means somebody begin for prepare on Saturday, Sunday, we're in 3 days already. And then the most of them are not to working days. So it means you already don't disadvantage that person.
So you need to be defined clearly. If it's 3 working
well, we
days.
they even suggest 5 working days.
Okay.
5 working days. Because the bill say by 7 days, then the Supreme Court don't clear them. If nobody no petition, then they can declare. So 5 working days within that period. So if somebody filing within that 5 working days, then they not go declare. The court case go come at that point. So we think say down the small. We also think, the proposed bill talk about things that were related to citizenship, naturalized citizen, and say person can be go be MP when not be citizen. If you're not naturalized, you're not going to be MP, but then can appoint you as cabinet minister, which is all fine. But the problem we get, we say the constitution for define who that's a citizen, for clearly define who that's a citizen, because we interest is, we don't want we left some people stateless in the country, because we don't get examples of people away in great grandpa don't come out in one country, don't come born anaya. Na in papa in grandpa born, na in granny born, na in born. But we still not they consider them as citizens because they not get Negro descent. We feel say we for look at that kind of thing they correct. Because I mean us the world come out from the Garden of Eden, within at the Middle East. So if you go back, we not go be citizen really.
Okay.
We all come.
Wanna mention anything about dual citizenship?
No, we just let them define citizen. So I mean, citizens would in place for really but we make a special comment say in the definition of citizen, let them make sure say they not left some people stateless. Because some people they know go to the country when great grandpa come out, they know Sabiande. Why here back we not consider them as citizen.
But the issue of dual citizenship is very contentious about them not being contesting for being member of parliament. They can't hold ministerial position and all of that.
Okay, the issue of dual citizen, yes. Then they definitely like we agree with what's in there. That dual citizen not going to be president or member of parliament.
Okay.
I mean, you cannot be a citizen of 2 countries. You get for maintain 1 country. We understand. We don't say people and they look for greener pastures, then they go. But when you want for become, you can renounce them and come back. It's helpful really for let get people away. A singular citizenship then we not say now this country because by the time you become a citizen of another country, it means you renounce the citizenship of your own country, which is not ethically correct at that point. We understand what's in the happen, but we also agree with what's in the proposed bill talk about dual citizenship. We not say you will be member of parliament or president.
Okay, so this position paper I don't present them to parliament?
Yes, we don't present them already. We can't go to the speaker office. But we also get other one, like for instance, the fixed dates for elections. That's what we support as well. Then we feel say a good thing. You go help we all for be transparent. Everybody knows say this term in an election. So nobody will come for say that they had 6 months for me or that they had this for me. We think say that they are fighting and they go help the peace of this nation.
Okay. And as a council, una engagement on this get for go beyond just the position paper. Una get intention for engage further and see how the outcome will be, because like I say earlier, Interreligious Council been present their position on the PR and first past the post, and we see where the document come out, they waiting different, but una get intention for engage beyond just this position paper.
Definitely, we always do that. Number one, what we don't do so now, we send them all we congregations them. We make sure say we sensitize them very well, let them understand the position. And also we follow up with the leadership of parliaments. And we also hope say sometimes maybe them go also call we for clarification on certain issues. We go be with pleasure also. But we not just they wait for react anyway, we proactive as well. We always follow up. We not ever give press statements or position papers. We not follow up. We always go back for let people understand we position. I mean, lobbying is part of advocacy. It's like helping the leaders, the decision makers, for understand. We MPs then, we churches them. We also engage them for make them understand we position. Never mind whose position they don't take. We they talk to all man. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Bishop Magnus Bendu, Chair of the Advocacy Committee at the Council of Churches in Sierra Leone. When they talk about CCSL and position paper on the amendment bill within a parliament already. I understand the parliament they resume on the 24th, and possibly then get for look to the papers and way institutions and individuals in the cell. Thank you so much, Bishop, for joining us this
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. We'll take a quick break. We can talk to our next guest. Continue for stay with me.
Are you waiting for the box to hit me? Well, the UBA Foundation through the UBA Sierra Leone has just launched the UBA Foundation National Essay Competition 2025-2026. So, why should people participate?
Because it's a great platform to share ideas and win amazing opportunities.
Exactly. Many thanks to UBA Foundation and UBA Sierra Leone. Peoples across Sierra Leone now have a voice. Are you waiting for the box to hit me? Well, the UBA Foundation through the UBA Sierra Leone has just launched the UBA Foundation National Essay Competition 2025-2026. So, why should people participate?
Because it's a great platform to share ideas and win amazing opportunities.
Exactly. Many thanks to UBA Foundation and UBA Sierra Leone. Peoples across Sierra Leone now have a voice.
Respect to all massive and crew. It's been a long time you've been away from home. That's why me come back. The way me sing things and me bring you these conscious reggae vibes. Jah be my guide, Rastafari.
Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in suit and tie, and dirty character. Thief man, they all a thief now, this is them batter. I, Rasta man, me know Eric Cock and Bull, me represent blue, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make it settle. And then you jump beside, you don't dirty and more. Thief man, they all a thief now, this is them batter. Salon they go behind, who that now we go believe. Oh, this na wrong side life, now we dey live so. If they all a thief, who that now we go believe. This na wrong side life, now we dey live so. Sorry, say na sana, self say na sorry. Oh, this na wrong side life, now we dey live so. Who say a rata, who that get his character? The cap side life, now we dey live so. Salon de poil, then just depend sorry. Things are go bad, who not depend story. Fake promises and philosophy, yeah. Say we don't tire with these Baku stories. Bring us the rice cause the people hungry, yeah. Things are go bad, things are go bad. Things are go bad in a me beautiful nation. What a one. Man them feel conscious, man them feel conscious. Man them feel conscious and stand for the right. Is your right? Oh, it's the wrong side life, now we dey live so. If they are a thief, who that now we go believe. It's the wrong side life, now we dey live so. Sorry, say na sana, self say na sorry. It's the wrong side life, now we dey live so. Who say a rata, who that get his character? The cap side life, now we dey live so. Salon de poil, then just depend.
Indeed, sorry say na sana say na sorry, you know, but that's it. Things hopefully will get better and will do better. Good morning once more and welcome. This is the Truth Morning Devotion on Truth FM 103.9. Welcome back. You know, we get a global crisis presently, and Sierra Leone, as country being part of the global community, we've been impacted. The country will depend mostly on importing fuel and many other goods. We face the impact presently. Just yesterday, I've been to talk to somebody. Liberia announced fuel. I think we didn't get the same price, 32 leones, and Guinea they ahead of we then they sell at 34,000 equivalent to the money. And we see a statement we come up from the Ministry of Civic Education, Information and Civic Education. Diesel long go up, and but petrol still there with the same price. But in times of crisis, you get people we don't manage the economy and situations them. So I get the pleasure this morning for welcome at the studios, Jacob Jususafa, development and economist and former Minister of Finance. We also serve as Chief Minister under this SLPP government. We can talk about the potential impact of the US-Israel-Iran war on the economy of this country and waiting government for mitigate the impact. Good morning, Mr. Safa, and welcome. It is a pleasure having you.
Good morning, Lamana.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
I can recall, when you were Minister of Finance, we had COVID. And the world been shut down. At some point, the world actually shut down. We had a lot of challenges with things like the imports, traveling, and all of that. But you managed the economy then. With what happened then, and the situation we'll get right now, I've been there, I watched the Minister of Trade the other day was talking about waiting government doing some of the stock will get presently. But what do you think say now the impact of waiting that happen presently on the economy based on your experience and your expertise?
Yeah, thank you very much, Lamana. First of all, the motivation for this program is really to raise public awareness of the impact, because we need to be thorough in our analysis. Then secondly, provide sort of guide to government so that we don't go astray. But before I come to the real impact, let attend for a small context, a short context. First, we are talking about the conflict in a region where they account for over 1/3 of global import of fare. Globally, the Middle East, they account for about 35% of import. That is one. We are also talking about a situation where the same Middle East, they produce about 30 million barrels per day compared to 100 million barrels per day globally. We are talking about a situation which are 20% of the fare they pass through the Strait of Hormuz, the main sea route. And that same Strait of Hormuz, now they again fertilize themselves they pass. So we need to understand that context. We're talking about a situation which Sierra Leone itself, the import fare, and we use foreign exchange for import fare. Now, what are the potential impact? The first impact, shortly, I will attend for this about 12 direct impacts of this crisis on Sierra Leone economy. The first one, the import cost will go up, which we use for pay for the import of fare. It go up.
Because of the insecurity.
Because of the insecurity in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the source of fear, now the area they come on. It affects global supply, and therefore suppliers, even in Nigeria, say you go, the fear price is still up. Because fear price is not determined by your own domestic situation, but the global index, they what you call the Brent crude oil, the WTI crude oil, and they get the indices the way they use. So even if you decide to go to Nigeria, you're going to see have it at a higher price. So that the reality, because the global supply is down. Now, and the supply is down for 3 reasons, probably. First, a channel which had the fear of the pass, Strait of Hormuz, it don't under attack. 20% the past day. Secondly, there's a cut in productions because there's direct attacks on refineries and depots. Like Kuwait and Saudi and the Middle East, Oman, Bahrain, you said this, of course, Iran as well. Then also, because the Strait of Hormuz is disrupted, is blocked, shipping agencies may have a tendency to use alternative routes. Shipping costs are up because premiums or insurance are up. So it's not going to only affect fuel imports, it's going to also affect import of product coming from the Middle East. When your import bills go up, you have your exports staying the same way, you get what they call balance of trade, the big. Because as a country, what they send out as against what they bring out, if you send more out than what they bring in.
You mean in exports than what you would import?
Yes. But already we get in a situation which we export less than our import before the crisis. Now with this crisis, they make the gap bigger. You know, and when they got bigger, the first question where they come, you have to pay for that import there because they're essential commodity import. We say you go get the money for pay for that import. Now you forex, that reserve you go back. You already have a low reserve. Now you are going to be put under pressure for provide reserves because NPO, Eco Energy, Malado, the oil marketing companies, if they been in it, let's say $10 million per month, now they're going to ask for $15 million.
Because of the indicators, the things that we need for for able imports fear.
No, not the talk. Because the fear not to Leone city again, not dollar. Because the fear price don't go up, we don't come about $70 per barrel to $100. It over around that amount. They need more. If yesterday they needed $10 million, now they will need $15 million. They may not have it in the banks, from the banks. So they are getting for phone in the central bank. And the only way central bank will have for using reserve, or they will collapse. So we will draw down our reserves. And when we draw down our reserves, we are putting our exchange rate under pressure. You know, so the exchange rate itself, not too far from now, if trend continues like this, is likely to depreciate.
There's a threat to that part.
There's a big threat to the exchange rate. The exchange rate under pressure, it will depreciate. So, and when the exchange rate depreciate, now we get double bank. When the import costs don't go up, the exchange don't depreciate. Inflationary tendencies is already setting in, as a matter of fact. Inflation just setting, fear price don't go up, and not only the fear price, the import of other goods, even locally produced goods, are going to go up.
Because if the exchange rates go up, if there is inflation,
the exchange rate go up. They are importing raw materials. I know somebody within production, the import raw materials, that well. Then even the cost of, which I will come to later on, but the cost of doing business, electricity costs, they go up.
They go up, yeah.
So manufacturing products themselves, both locally and overseas, with shall the import from us, shall to use the product, that will go up. So inflation is just normal stuff. You see? Then when you get inflation, the other thing again, where interesting, or where uninteresting, is that the central bank will not get option. You get for central bank for attempt for curb the inflation. They have to maintain the interest or raise the interest rate further.
Then it comes back to the banking sector and attracting people where they take loan.
Yeah, exactly. The interest rate go up.
They go up, yeah.
Where they create a tension already for people to take loan. But on the part of the government, when the interest rate go up, government is going to pay more money for treasury bills.
Yes, because government also takes loan.
Yes, government takes loan. And that means government debt self to go, domestic debt. Because the way government finances the budget, it's either you use your domestic revenue. If it's not there, you may probably have grant. If you do have grant, you have no option but to go do central bank borrowing. You know, borrowing from the domestic market. You go for go there. Where you go to the domestic market at high interest rate, to all your past bonds, all your past treasury bills, the government have to pay the interest in there. So the debt burden, they increase. So there is not only impact on the exchange rate, they get impact on the exchange rate, inflation. Then now it affects the interest rate. Then now it affects the debt burden. Now the other thing again, now government burden again, it affects the budget significantly. The budget, the national budget.
In what way?
One, government is going to spend more money on subsidy for electricity. Car power payment is paying dollars, not for Leone they pay. Yes, sir, we don't have much exchange rate. So there's a burden because economic activity get for shrink. Government get for the under pressure. And secondly, the other biggest risk is it relates to the fact that when such situations happen, government not get no options. It got to get tough to reverse. I could tell you frankly, even the price at which diesel is sold could be higher. But government must have given in some tax waivers or tax rebate for a while. For just make the cushion out. So that means any tax rebate granted by government, it means government is losing money. The government is losing money that government would have used for social services, for other things here and there. So there's a threat to the budget. And government will be forced also, in the circumstances, for coming with social protection measures, for cushioning the effect on the poor. So it's
like what you've been doing during COVID.
Yes, we'll come to that. We'll come to the mitigating measures. Government will force that. So there's that threat to the budget. So we may not even keep the budget on track.
And we have budget deficits with
the deficit may widen.
Yeah.
We've been doing very well. I mean, the stability side, the deficits been doing extremely well in that area. But the impact of this war, all our gains in macroeconomic stability will be reversed. That's the trend. All will be reversed. Inflation will go up. Exchange rates will go a little bit unstable. I don't know when, because there may be lag effect. But I will come to that one clearly. Then they get what they call the Eden effect. We not able to see. In our current development portfolio, we have substantial amount of money coming from the Arabs. So the Saudi fund, the Kuwaiti fund, the Islamic Development Bank, and most of the headquarters that then consolidated the Kuwait, Saudi, and so Riyadh, and the like. When there is these sheikhs, the workers are not going to work. But a lot of Arabs now they are trying out their families, those who can't afford it, because they don't think they can be protected. So when they are not working, they are not don't expect disbursement of those projects. All the projects where they have their headquarters out there are going to stall for a while. So that has two implications. One implication is that it deprive us of required foreign exchange because the inflows from the development agencies are major supplier of foreign exchange to the country. That one. Then secondly, it has the potential of creating cost overruns later on for government, which has a budget implication itself. Because projects that should have cost probably 10 million will now go up to 11 million.
The impact of the increase where we get recently, before this whole situation, because of IMF conditionalities, we added excise rates on fuel. And it went up from, I think it was 25 to
28.5.
28.5. So, accumulating all them things in day, could it be at a point, Usai, now because we've been done hard, because of that, make we go to this point?
I don't want to say it with certainty because I'm not probably playing with the figures. But the thing I will tell you, at any point in time, there's a form of subsidy the government provides for fuel. If government fails to provide that subsidy, fuel prices will be higher than the way they are. That's one. But sometimes government becomes indecisive as to whether to increase. We would have jumped probably would have started that increase longer, way before that time. From 25, would have gradually gone to 26, 27, 28.5. But probably we had waited to the extent that we had no option but to jump. That's normally what happened. When you delay implementation of price rise, at a point you'll be squeezed to just jump 3 or 4 fold. So instead of waiting to go to 25 to 26, maybe government will say let's wait. Then they were cut spans down, so they had no option but to go 25.5.
So with that impact, they are waiting IMF conditionalities. How could they play in adding to the impact of waiting we get the crisis we'll get presently?
IMF conditionalities, I'm not sure. What IMF is doing is to raise revenue and cut down your expenditure.
And add tax. Raise revenue is introduce new taxes. Possibly. But like in this case, excise tax. With the Finance Act, we added excise tax. We have 5 leons to petroleum products. We add the price from 25 to 28.80.
Yes. The fact of the story here is that the key word there is the deficit. Your revenues against your expenditure. I feel similar situations. It's about how you engage with the IMF. I mean, you remember 2018 when we came, we are off the IMF program.
Because the previous government refused for sign.
No, whatever, we are off the IMF program.
Yeah.
We came in May. I was able to, under my leadership, we were able to bring the IMF program back on track by November, 8 months. Because we negotiated and took the right measures. So the point here is that I don't know the extent of the negotiation when it comes to the thing you're asking me. I don't have the details.
No, but I just ask if whether then conditionalities then they could be an added impact in the impact them way you mentioned. So we go affect the economy as well.
No, this is what
put more pressure on the people.
This is what I'm saying. That as we speak, if government decides to implement all the taxes, fuel price could be higher than now.
Okay.
So government is already absorbing part of it. There are some tax waivers now granted. Because if they decide diesel, I'm in the diesel market, petrol market, so I understand what I'm talking about. So if government decides to increase fuel price to forget about all the waivers and allow companies to pay all the taxes, we can sell this up to 38,000 to 40,000. But government is definitely absorbing part of the shocks when it comes to that. But that's the government. You have to absorb the shocks. Yes.
With the impact them way you mentioned, you say you get 12, right?
Yeah. I got 12. I've given them you 12. I can summarize them.
Yes.
I can tell you, say, there is an increase in import costs. Import costs itself. There are things, say, because of that, the trade deficit is widening. We're going to export more, export less than what we import. Then because of that, we're going to have pressures on the reserves. They are all interrelated. The way you get pressure on the reserves, you get what they call a balance of payment crisis. Then because of that situation, we are going to, the exchange rate get for depreciate. When the exchange rate depreciate together with the rise in import costs, inflation will increase. When inflation increases, the central bank has no options but to raise the interest rate. When they raise the interest rate, the cost of doing business, on part of government borrowing will increase. Government will have to pay more for domestic debt will increase. Then there will be a risk to the budget because the economic activities want to go down. At the same time, government will have no options but to give some tax waivers. We are losing some revenue also from the tax waivers we are granted because we want to keep the price lower. There will be slow in disbursement on projects. Because most of the projects, the headquarters are based in those countries. The workers will not be working, and that has implications for the flow of for the inflows to the government. It also has implications for cost overruns later on. Then finally, the global uncertainty. The global uncertainty affects everybody. It's maybe worse for us. Some investors who have been planning, they are going to withdraw their funding. We've had investment that we are connected to people in Dubai, for example, in Kuwait. They can't come anymore. I mean, recently the president was in those countries, might have got some transactions or some discussion with people. Those who wanted to invest in these countries, they are not available to come and invest. And a lot of big companies are now have their headquarters in Dubai because they thought it was a safe haven. So with the trouble in Dubai, for example, they're going to start rethinking. So whether to shoot their investment elsewhere, or maybe Sialo is more important or less important, all the type of what? Nobody knows what's happening. Ordinarily, even in America, investors may hold their funds because they don't know what is happening.
This picture where you paint, so it's should we be worried and concerned as a country? It look like from just fuel increase. There are indicators and other things that we connected to this. We could seriously affect the economy and affect the people of this country. Should we be worried?
We should be worried, and we should be concerned, and we should be ready to work. If we sleep, then we are doomed. And I can tell you how we can go about it if you allow me.
Yes, you can go ahead. What are the mitigating things that we will do? What you go recommend?
More than ever before, government need for strengthening economic surveillance. You have health surveillance. When there's a disease outbreak, the health team come together. We have units within the Ministry of Finance Center, but they need to be working on a daily basis. As the numbers change, they change the models. When there's increase, economic surveillance, look at all the indicators, do an assessment of this crisis on all sectors. First of all, before then, let me just see. You could recall that when fuel price increased, it increased transport costs. It increased electricity costs. Fertilizer price increase. So it has an impact even on the field salon program. People who used to cultivate probably 20 acres of land, now we cultivate less than 20 acres because they got to pay more for diesel, for the tractors to work. Fertilizer price will go up. Government will be put under pressure. So we need to assess the impact of all these things on that, on the project, on the budget, on the tax revenue. Thorough analysis of it. Then we monitor that situation. That is one. Secondly, we should not hide from it. We must design an emergency program as quickly as possible. In the days of COVID, what we did, I remember on the agenda was to discuss, I was part of the air task force in the president's conference room. We went there for discuss health response team. We had our first meeting. I projected the economic impact. So I called my team in the Ministry of Finance to quickly do a rapid assessment of the potential impact of this thing on Sierra Leone. And we designed a quick program. Within days, we were able to put a program together. So we discussed the health response team. They had to take place. The president, side by side with this health response, is an economic response. Let's give you highlights of the impact. we give another light of it. And I push that both be moved together. So this is an economic problem, not a health problem, but it's an emergency.
Are we in an
situation.
economic emergency?
We could be in an economic emergency at a point.
With the indicators that we don't give so,
yes,
are we or we could be?
We could be in an economic emergency. Maybe we are not there yet because, as I said, it's about numbers. I don't really like to talk as an economist about the numbers. That's why I say potentials. So we could be in an economic emergency. But because we have a tendency of going to that level.
But the realities, it's not just the numbers. The reality of which you don't say so. Forex is very low. I think the last IMF report was it about 2.8 months or 1.8 month cover or so. But it's low, and we therefore really provide Forex for the OMCs and the oil marketing companies and for go buy. And all the indicators, and they clearly show say there's a situation.
If you want to describe it that way, that's fine.
No, but you're not the expert.
No, I want to be guided because I don't have the thresholds to an economic emergency as I speak to you. So I'd say I like to talk with data.
Okay.
But that's why I said we could be in an economic emergency. But notwithstanding that, let's leave the jargons. We need a quick a response program. We need to start analyzing the scenarios. What if oil prices stay at this level? What if it goes 150? What if it goes 200? We would see the impact of that on all these sectors as well. What we call the baseline scenarios, the moderate scenarios, and the worst scenario. We need to analyze it. Then, we need to quickly initiate discussions with the IMF and the other partners on the figures. What we did in COVID, quickly, it was a national initiative. As a government, we did the Quick Action Economic Response Program. Then, when the windows open, because normally when this crisis opened, the IMF, the other agencies, they opened several, they probably triggered several instruments, financing instruments to support, to bail out countries. So there were bailout funds all over the world. To access it, you needed to have a program. It was the program we sold for us to be able to access some resources. The program about 5 pillars. So we need an emergency program. We need to discuss, start talking with the IMF. Probably. Of course, they will come at their own time, but we need to move to them now and tell them, look, we are ready to talk. Let's look at the figures. Because these were the...
You say we will be proactive.
We should be proactive. That's one. Then, we need to also activate the emergency component of all the current operations. Operations, I mean projects. What happened, I remember that same year of COVID, we were able, there was an agricultural project that had an emergency component. We were able to activate it immediately. I worked with Dennis Van, who was then the Minister of Agriculture. Quickly, we activated it and provided some livelihood support to farmers all over the place. I mean, as if nothing really happened. That was how it was. But, I mean, since that time, the bank itself, after COVID, learning from COVID, they've made sure that every World Bank project now have got an emergency component. I mean, for shocks like this. So we need to reactivate them, get into them, reactivate them, and see what we can do. And that can be a source of financing of the rapid emergency program, which I'm advocating for. Then, very importantly, you may not be able to achieve it now, but government needs to start working. I mean, I'm very clear on that. It was on the table when I was in government, when we were discussing the reform of the public, the PRA, Petroleum Regulatory Agency. I mean, there's a new act now. I'm not too sure of the provisions out there. But one of the things we are discussing, because I was chairing what we call Essential Goods and Service Committee as Chief Minister, where I brought in all the players for essential goods related. We are playing with essential goods, agriculture, Central Bank, Ministry of Finance, everybody was on the table, Ministry of Trade and the like. We discussed the need for a strategic reserve stock. You cannot live as a country without strategic reserve for fear.
And you've not been left-handed, right?
No, I've not been left-handed. We started discussing it. It was expected to be in the bill and to be pushed. So I will still come back, now I'm out of government, to push that government start working on strategic reserve stock. It is extremely important. When you have strategic reserve, you should be able to hold the market for a while. To cushion the effect.
The trade minister said we get about 45 days cover or so.
No, that's not strategic reserve.
Yeah,
that's different. That's stock levels.
Stock with it, yeah.
Stock levels, no strategic reserve. Strategic reserve, I spoke to my Uganda friends yesterday. I was just trying to compare the impact of this. So no, we have a strategic stock that's going to last over the next 2 months. You know, it requires storage. The government can go about it. I mean, I hope we had bought some storage facilities ourselves before. But I think that's something government should really go for. Otherwise, down the line, we're going to have the same problem. And strategic reserves are not only meant for things like to address issues like war. Even when there are delays on the part of the OMCs for imports to come in, you can come in, they are pushing. If you have strategic reserves of 100 metric tons or 100,000 metric tons, you can always sell some to the OMCs. You can replenish. When it says 60, you after some time you replenish. You fill it back. It's there. And you know the essence of reserve. Reserve makes a man strong. So for us to feel the impact of the war, just 1 week after the first strike of Iran, it shows our fragility somehow. And it also shows that in the absence of strategic stock, we have a liberalized market more or less in fuel products. About 7 OMCs now. I mean, before now, everybody was saying, oh, just MP is creating this problem. Now we have 7. So which means the realities are coming on. You see? So government need to start thinking about strategic reserve. There's nothing wrong with strategic reserve. Whatever the way to do it, it could be managed by a separate body, it can be part of the PRA. They are not selling products to retailers. They are not retailers.
Now, what you would keep in case there is any crisis?
Yes, they will be a small. Government big enough to bear some cost. But strategic reserve stock is extremely important. Then, the other thing we do as a country, it has been a mistake on most government, is communications. I'm not sure I've listened to very good analysis of the impact and the mitigating measures.
From who that? From the Ministry of Finance?
No, from any source on this issue.
From government?
From anybody. I've listened widely. I see them a little bit not too thorough.
What do they expect for you?
No, Salon passed that. Salon deserves past that. It's an educated country. Let's raise the bar and go into some details. Communicate to the people how this thing is going to impact on us. Let people start to appreciate that it's not government's fault. When you don't communicate, I mean, it's unfortunate. The operation is going to have a red meat. Tomorrow they will start blaming you all over the place. So what we are saying, let the analysis take place now. Let economic governance be strengthened. Let them design a program. Let them initiate discussion with the IMF, activate emergency funds, and more importantly, probably, you have to design a national protection, a very robust social protection initiative. You have to put it in place. When things like this happen, there are vulnerable groups. When we had COVID, we have paid hotel workers, we take care of some other vulnerable groups, give bailouts to some other businesses around. We must have a national protection program initiative. You know? I mean, we have to
in situation like this, what you'd expect? Should governments, I think it was, I don't know if you were still Minister of Finance, where government be announcing, there was this argument about government taking away, the subvention or whatever, then they get to fuel. I think that was taken away by this government. What do you think say government for? Is it government taking off the excise rate? Say, okay, well, they pull the excise rate, let the price reduce, and taking off taxes within at the sector?
As I said, government is already doing that in a way. And government will have to keep doing that. That's why I said, but government doing that constitutes a risk to the budget because it's going to reduce government revenue.
No, but there is no indication that government is subsidizing fuel.
No. I know, my brother.
Passes in another way.
That's why I said I don't want to speak for government now here because I don't have the numbers with me. But I just can't imagine if they're not doing it, they're going to do it.
You'd expect them to do that?
Yeah, but my information I got from my own sources, from my own MCs, fuel price was going to go up about 30, diesel price was going to shoot over 35 million. The fact that it was maintained at 35, I can only imagine that government would have decided to absorb something. That's clear. I can tell you that. Because landed price to them, they were paying about 35. So for government to decide that they must have taken off some taxes. They may be forced to do more of that.
Yes, that's in a situation like this, you think say it's ideal for government for subsidize the sector or take away taxes where the OMCs and they pay already?
Government has no option. You have to think about the economic variables as against the welfare of the people. You have been pushed to the corner. You may not have an option. You don't only lose revenue in a situation like this, but you have to even create programs to support the vulnerable groups. The vulnerable groups are there. You identify the vulnerable groups around. They are farmers, they are this, they are identify them, give them social protection. Social safety nets have to come. That's why I say deep analysis of all the sectors, how they have been affected, and identify the vulnerable groups, and you have to look out for funds.
You worked at the Ministry of Finance and even generally in government as chief minister. You think we get the capacity for handle this situation?
Of course, we do have the capacity. When you talk about government capacity, it's a national capacity issue. If you don't have in government, contract them out. So
you'll be willing to be contracted in situation like this for work with governments and help with your experience?
Yeah, but what is wrong with that? I mean, I work for anybody. Even you want me to work for you, I can work for you.
No, I'm asking at the national scale, say the government.
No, I work for everybody. I work with government, I work with private sector, I work with individuals as well. Even you want me to do a business model for your media empire, I can do it for you. I can do a good financial model for you. How you make more money.
So in situation like this, which role you think say somebody like you can play in helping?
This is one role, advocacy. Just raise the discussions, whatever. Not necessary to sit down and do. There are guys, it's just a question of people deciding to do what is right. Let us spend more time talking, more time working. Sitting down on the table. They are technicians, they are very brilliant guys in the central bank and the that we call them now.
The Ministry of Finance.
The Ministry of Finance. Put them to work. They can do the analysis for you. You are not playing with the Excel or whatever. You don't play with all the models. But it's a question of knowing what you want to do. And you give the directive. When we had COVID, I needed something. I just called a few people. I said, look, this is what I want. They were able to pull it off for me. I brought it to president, convinced president. We were able to move it. Called the partners. They supported it. So I don't think there's anything. I think the critical role and play, the major role and play here is that discussing the issue itself is a role.
And bringing it to the attention. So yes. You talk about government informing and engaging the public. I just want to watch this video of the Minister of Finance. There is some explanation. Maybe we can get a context out of and continue the conversation. Let's just watch and quick.
The recent development 1 week ago, where we see the war with Iran, right, from the US to Iran, and then with Israel involved inside, and then it undercover most of them countries where they produce oil. We're not an oil producing country, now oil importing country. Now the main producers of oil, the big ones are here, they are currently in crisis. So you don't create serious problem, difficult times. We don't begin to see the international market for petroleum products. They go up. But not only that, supply constraints they begin to emerge because they get shipped and they block because the way for coming through Strait of Hormuz, then get serious problem there where ships are not a pass. So they get shortages. We don't begin to see that shortages, then they happen in many countries. And it affects we safe now. We don't see say the flat price increase for diesel and petroleum phenomenally inside 1 week. Past 40-45% increase. On daily basis, it increased past 15-16%. Now the market don't really shock we. Now we're behind the market. But we do it in a way that we cushion the burden a little bit on the people. But the people then get for no said the expectation of price increase is here with us. It's going to be because I can tell now the price they go for they go up. Definitely we go for acknowledge say imminent price increase. They're not the world. It's not only here. It's all over the world. Whether in the US, in the UK, even our neighboring countries, except that they produce fuel, but all the other countries are within the neighborhood. They all don't begin increasing prices because you cannot keep it. Okay, so and we want to make sure say we not get shortage now we market. So we got to do that fine balancing act. So that the ministry got to doing job. But also with CSO, got to do some job. The other way involved where they explain things around fuel, now pass the correct message to the public. That one, the government cares. Second, we don't say the companies themselves care. Third, we care not only for protect government revenues, but we care for make sure say we not unleash too much difficult social impact on them. Yeah, because say when you increase the price of fuel, definitely what happens is it permeates other products. So we are mindful of that for make sure say essential commodities they are available in the public. Other products. So we are mindful of that for make sure say essential commodities they are available in the public. So we are appeal to the people now for letting us show classic understanding, concrete understanding of the current situation we find ourselves, and that government they alive with them and government don't begin engage with oil marketing companies, but also that's why we are coming to the public for understand which how we do for say we take all them parameters there into consideration.
So that's the Minister of Finance, Sheku Fantamadi Bangura, when they talk about what in government they do. You think those are the measures you should expect, the public should expect from the government at this time?
Yeah, everything you said there is correct. I mean, the only that there are more, but maybe the platform not been there for the talker. Everything is there. But the point I'm making here is that government is there to solve problem. And that's why you exist. Every day you are going to have problems. And government should anticipate shocks and plan for shocks and respond to shocks. Don't wait until the shock is there. Then what? So the call here is for thorough analysis of the impact of this thing on all the sectors and putting an emergency plan together. We have to face it. We have to design a social protection scheme. It did say something they are very interested, that they do it in a way for protect government revenue at the same time they cushion the effect, which implies there's some form of subsidies being given. That's my understanding of what he said. Then he also said something interesting about coming to explaining it to the public. CSO. I think I would just urge him to put more money to communications for this purpose. They have to deploy all the arsenals.
Better money.
No, I don't say they will not get money.
Yeah.
So they have to deploy all the arsenals to go out there. You know, they used to have an outreach and strategic unit in the Ministry of Information.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean.
I think the Ministry of Information, they lead the communication and then do this video actually.
Yes, but they have to go out there, you know, explain on community radios. They have to make use of community radios for people to understand it. You see, they have to take the people along. Every stage of this, for the next few months, when they do the analysis, they not only explain to people, hey, we know the import fear. No, that's the lazy boys argument. I don't like that type of argument.
But that's the point.
That's the point. But what I'm saying,
fear.
We have to go beyond that. We know the import, we know the produce fear, all that in there. It is reality, but don't overplay it. What is important is that every stage of this process, every impact, even the impact on fiscal, we have to explain to the people. I don't want this one-off communication. You just go there once, then it's over. So I would just urge him, we need to spend more money on communication.
You think we got the right leadership with the Ministry of Finance for handle situations like that were?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I work with all of them. They were all part of the team. So I believe that
the blueprint is there, or things
yeah,
might
sure.
be different?
They know what happened. I mean, the entire team. Fantamadi was there as the deputy minister too. I think he had just come. Then Dingy, who is the financial secretary, was deputy financial secretary. The technical staff was still there. They're still there. It's just the question of them decided to do it. But they're there.
In situations like this, should governments also, cut down on expenditure in terms of, within government, whether it's traveling? We know government, they give a lot of their people really benefit from fuel and other things within government. Should government control that for able to save more?
No, the government has no option. It's to do expenditure rationalization. You have to look at it. You have to change. That's why I say I want you to need an emergency plan. And then emergency plan indicates that you are going to change your expenditure pattern.
Should that be an austerity?
No, I don't want
measure.
But austerity is part of real life. Even you, I mean, everybody prices austerity.
No, yeah, I'm asking at the government level in their situation with the emergency plan where they talk about and rationalization. Should it mean certain things and the way government for cut down? What will you recommend?
No, government should know its priorities and see for itself and what it think is not necessary. Can we do without this? Can we do without this? That's fine. I will recommend that wasteful expenditures be held. And probably at this time, some big contractors who are not job seeking and contractors probably want to negotiate with them to hold on for a while and take care of some basic things for now. You know? But as I said, you have to look at everything. That's why I say assess everything on the table.
Which kind of emergency plan we forget at this time?
A response plan to cushion the effect of this war on us.
And waiting for the priorities then, in your own experience, with such a response plan?
We have to have a social protection program in there. You have to give, this is a poor country. You cannot operate an emergency plan like without social protection. Under a national food basket, safety net for the very vulnerable groups, or the persons living with disabilities and the like. We have to provide that. We have to have provisions for tax waivers. We have to provide provisions for livelihood support to farmers. Vulnerable farmers. We have to give that one to them. Because they need to have income. I mean, their real income is falling, so they need to increase the nominal income for them to keep themselves around. We also need to deal with some labor-intensive works. You see, there are some programs in government, you do them not because they are the best way of doing it, but you do it because you want to generate income for people. I used to provide money to tourism just to go and clean the beach. Because
forget people engage.
The people get money. My people get money. They need money, bruh. You understand? Many engage and get some money. It's job creation. when the hotels were down, we asked all the hotel workers, we gave them some money. Because all the hotel staff were out of jobs. So we said, no, they cannot be out of jobs. Nocturnal activities were there. There was no nightlife. Hotel, restaurants, owners, we engaged them, we gave them some money. 3 months' salaries we are paid to them. But that helped them pay their rent, take care of their families, these are sorts of things. So that's the type of things we are talking about. Programs of that type, we have to have it. Then we need to start looking at to cushion the effect of importers. The central bank has to come with other credit facilities at a point. It may not be essentially different from what we did. You can do more than that, but basically the same element.
There's this thing we'll talk
and we
about.
have to probably continue to give tax based on businesses, because you don't want businesses to close down because of the crisis themselves.
You mean apart from the OMCs, other businesses, with the import, we rely heavily on importation?
Yeah.
Could this get an indication for effect with staple rice?
Yes, directly, because I said the cost of producing rice is going to increase. One, because you're going to pay, the diesel cost is going to go up. The cost of running the tractor, it goes up. I mean, when the cost of running the tractor goes up, somebody who used to cultivate 10 acres per year will now cultivate less than that. And government subsidies in the form of fare for tractors for farmers will drop. I mean, put under pressure. But that's the areas we have to protect. In the crisis of this time, areas like that has to be protected because it's affecting a very vulnerable farmer out there.
The other thing we'll talk about now, we reserve. How the central bank therefore they go down under pressure. Clearly, indicators, IMF report, even the Bank of Salon, the reports where they can pull, clearly they show how much we don't go low on we reserve. What do you think say for be the governance structure within we reserve as a country?
Well, the issue of reserve, okay, normally the threshold is about 3 months of import.
But we don't go below that.
We don't go below of the import. I believe, I mean, the reserve, I can always use up reserves in the case of emergencies. That's why you call it reserve itself. I mean,
but if we get lower than 3 months and it's 1.8 or 1.5 or 2.5, something like that, it means we they below the...
Yes, but you cannot keep reserve and people dying. What is the essence of reserve? It's a crisis of this type. The reserves are meant to be used at this time.
But the reserves self not there.
But the one with the more use now and do something correct as well. We could build them up again. But I mean, we are in a difficult situation, as I said. I mean, you thought I was an alarmist, but we are really in the difficult situation. But reserves are meant to be used in situations of this type. So we are essentially, we don't have an option. We have to use our reserve. Because otherwise we will not have free after some month. These oil marketing companies are not going to have the foreign exchange probably. The market may not be able to supply them. They have to fall back to the central bank. That was my monthly. There was no month or two I was not dealing with that issue.
Yeah. What thing you go recommend at this time? How do we address that point there? We not go get to a point to say, we give the reserve to the OMCs and address the problem. And all that income we not get reserve.
No, but what did they use the reserve for? Not for import. Don't know one.
Yeah, but you get other sector. The
embassies. Yeah. The overseas embassies. Of course, traveling expenses.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the things we can do is to put a freeze on travel ban for keep that.
You recommend say let's put a ban.
You have to put a travel ban for a while. It has to be extremely essential. You understand? Because you have small reserve. You don't want to use it. So put a complete ban on it. It has to be extremely essential to be approved at the presidential level. That will be extremely essential.
With your experience, what's in our expenditure on traveling?
Interestingly, this is something a lot of people exaggerate. I must be very honest with you. There was a time when this issue of traveling was coming. When I was minister, I took out the numbers. I called Katanya. I said, Katanya, give me the numbers, the amount of money we spent on travel. I was shocked to realize that at that time in September, we have not even used 50% of the travel budget. You see, just that they don't know how to explain it. We haven't even used this. So I didn't get bothered because this amount is not even much. I just think it. Because we are a poor nation. Anytime you see somebody in a plane traveling out there, you think you're taking all the forex. But the per diems are so low that they don't really mean much. And it should be interesting to know that 70% of government officials traveling are not traveling on government tickets.
During your time?
Even now, I expect. At least during my time as well. A lot of ministers travel. I didn't even know they had traveled. I only learned about this much later. I had to find a way of tracking the one I was chief minister by then. But they were not coming to Ministry of Finance for money. They have free tickets from organizations here and there. Sometimes they will come for what they call top up and that. But I'm not saying it.
It doesn't mean much, so we shouldn't put a ban on traveling.
That was what I thought at that time.
Yeah.
When I was playing with the figures, I said, this is much ado about nothing. Let me don't bother with this. Let me spend more time generating revenue and forget about this small expenditure. The problem we talk about expenditure because we don't have the revenue. If you know some of this expenditure, you can maintain them.
But the concern has been on the traveling of the president. He travels with a private plane, and it might cost a lot. You think we've reduced that as well as a country?
Maybe the president has spoken about the press secretary can answer.
No, I'm asking you on your experience. Now you've been to deal with the figures.
No.
Now you did disburse.
I don't know the figures now.
No, what you been know then?
No, it was not an issue at that time.
So it shouldn't be an issue now.
I don't think so. I don't want to say it cannot be an issue. Everything can be an issue at any time. It was not an issue to me as far as I'm concerned because it was not huge. Maybe because I have more revenue space to play with. You know.
So the kind travel them where you think say we be very, very important. Does that include the presidency as well?
Of course, president you got to have your responsibilities. I mean, you got to have responsibilities. It's how do you call it now? ECOWAS, authority of head of state. You have, by virtue of that, it's the only time for Sierra they go represent ECOWAS as well. You have statutory travels to do. You know, he has economic interests. Something he has to go. But it's best fits to determine what
will you advise? In terms of traveling and you say cutting.
No, I will advise traveling, reduce delegation, and travel get economic returns. Only travel don't get economic returns. It's not worth it. Economic or political returns.
Government gets other things same way than they spend per. You don't see the numbers. They deal with the budget. Which other critical areas will you advise that at time like this, with the emergency where you talk about, that government reducing expenditure and for able to save more for address social issues, them like you say?
I think the critical thing, if I have to be honest, one of the experiences I had was overpricing of contracts. It's a key problem. As Minister of Finance, you have a little leeway to determine it. I mean, recently I saw the IGR report about 10 cups rice per prisoner. Unfortunately, they supply us the inmate figures, and they base their budget on that. So if somebody has the real inmate, this is something government has to watch. Not necessarily for an emergency situation like this at this stage. The government has to watch that. He has to watch rice to the police, watch rice. That was an eye-opener to me, to the military as well. So that each spending outgoing there. So maybe the Ministry of Finance, more than ever before, need to step up in terms of going further, rather than just approving and allowing it to pass. I know they get overwhelmed to the extent that at the point you just give up because every now and then you're under pressure as Ministry of Finance. But if nobody else does it, maybe you have to step up again and do it. Because when Ministry of Finance stop, I will tell you, in any country, when they stop thinking, the economy will collapse. The country will collapse.
Procurement.
Yes.
It's now one side where they spend a lot.
Big.
How do you think we could handle that sector as well in situations like they were?
Not vigilance, price norms. Maybe we need to be reasonably rigid. The issue is overpricing. Something they cost 1,500. People just shoot it to 2,500.
No, the price norm like you mentioned.
Yeah, but are there rights to the price norms? I don't understand. We need to do an investigation of what's going on. And we need to be determined.
With your experience, what do you think is the problem?
It was worse than that. We did some reforms. We got the price norms, you know. But adherence to the price norms is another story. But there was no price norm at the time. So we came with the price norms.
Yeah.
So now we need to monitor the price norms themselves. You can have the price norms, but do you really look at the contract whether they have the price norms? Who are the people doing that? How do we checkmate them? Who police the police?
That's the problem. What you think?
That's the problem in Sierra Leone. Who police the police? The person you put there to do something, he has his way of doing it. But you have no other system to do it. Do you have a counter-police arrangement in every sector?
In terms of
how much would that cost?
In terms of contractors, which kind of contract them? I remember when you were finance minister, there was this whole issue about some of the construction company them where they do road. Then people be the protest say where the government canvas they not been they pay them. Later some of them were paid, and one of the justification I can clearly recall where you gain at that where you pay a construction company where they do road, a paying workman them. Then they able to go pay that cook man where them being old, we been give pay them, and the money they circulate. in terms of contractors and waiting other people that we government the contract and pay, waiting for bill priority at this time?
I'm a firm believer of roads in terms of development agenda. I believe in rural roads connectivity, but rural roads particularly, of course, not urban as well. And I believe, see, road construction, when you have the money, get multiple positive effects on the country. So I think in the context of this type of crisis, we need to launch a little bit more of intensive rural works in villages connectivity, because it's a mechanism of giving money to the rural poor. The man with the Bundapi, if you say they make Bundapi, Samale Road, for example, or Samale to wherever you call it, Napuja Road, if Lego make you get small tea. That is labor-intensive public care, public works. We need to come with some elements of that. That is the way of passing money to them. You don't want to pass free money to them at all times. Let them do some work. So let's identify critical roles in rural areas and deploy some of the rural folks out there, the work, and we pay them. But it's important that we deal with that.
Which other contract or expenditures you think, say, we've put on hold to presently, based on your experience as well?
Well, I don't even know which other programs are in government as at now. I don't know.
Government get recruitment process as well. The Ministry of Health will recruit health workers. Then like some of them processes, and you think we should put them on hold for now?
Yeah, I mean, as I said again, I'm not privy to the full information, but there's logic there. If you know that hiring these people at this stage is going to create more burden for you, you may consider holding it up. You can get the recruitment process continued. The later you recruit them much later when the crisis has simmered down. You see, that makes some sense.
Again, I want to ask, as former finance minister and chief minister, are we at a very alarming situation presently with we economy, with what's in the happen globally?
We should be worried. We should be sincerely worried. Any escalations, right now they feel the pinch. If it escalates further, we're going to feel it. We should be worried. And to avoid being caught with our pants down, we should come up with an emergency plan now. Now. We should reactivate the emergency component of the operations, the current projects, immediately. We should do thorough analysis of all the sectors to see how this crisis is going to impact on them. Even on tourism, every other thing, we have to do that assessment as quickly as possible. And should factor that. That should form the basis for whatever plan we are talking about. Then we should strengthen economic governance, surveillance, like health surveillance. That is key. We should get to work. It's not time for play. It's not time for jogging around. We should get to work.
You ready for provide your expertise? And
I've already provided major expertise here.
Some of them advice here. You can meet with. What's in your relationship with the president, people in government? Maybe you can give them.
I have no problem with them. I speak to them all. Yes, but sometimes if you talk to person, not all the time. Sometimes you go advise publicly. This is public advice. So
is it because they're not listening? Quietly, privately?
Well, I don't monitor that. Maybe I never.
But you've been giving this advice?
No, I don't really. Maybe one or two instances, I see something abnormal. I will message somebody, president, this, and the corrective measures are normally taken. These are basic things. Let me say there's some thing happening in a particular community. I notice I bring the Minister of Health attention to that. I do that quite often to every minister. But in terms of bigger picture issue like this is the first time it's happening.
Yeah.
And I'm just breaking silence after a long haul.
Yeah, breaking silence. I want to ask, you miss governance? You've been, you campaign with President Bio, you win an election, you became finance minister, chief minister. You've been out of government after 2023. You miss governance?
Lamana, you're difficult to dodge, but I'm going to dodge you.
No, I know. People are listening.
I know you are going to
No, it's the public, not me now.
Okay.
Not the public.
I know. You and I had a discussion on this.
Yeah, no, I just ask if you miss, with sometimes then the footballer, walking watch football, where you see man miss some goal. You remember where you been the play ball, how you could have put that behind
I missed some part of governance. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm going to leave governance on my own volition 2 years after, by 2025, this December part. Because there were certain things I wanted to achieve. I was not there to be achieved. And one of it was to put strategic stock in place. There are things I wanted to do. And
you were going to leave governance, you say?
Yeah, 2025 ending.
That would not be your plan?
That people, a lot of close friends know about that. I just went to work for 2 years. No, definitely. I mean, you can't stay in the governance room all the time. They allow other people to do the job. You stay back and do something.
Why was that? Was that a personal decision or because of the...
It's a personal decision. I wanted to go to business because I realized the business guys are richer. When I wanted to make money, you cannot make money from government.
So you're not a businessman right now?
I was like.
But you're not a politician as well?
I was like.
Yeah.
I do more hustling than...
Which of the role was more tedious for you or you find more interesting? Was it finance minister or chief minister?
That's an interesting question. Finance minister, I took play a lot of coordinating role because I use my financial muscle to coordinate people. But as chief minister, there are broader things beyond finance. That makes that one interesting. But both are quite interesting to me. But after the 3 years of finance minister, then when I moved as chief minister, I had some regrets over certain things that probably could have sustained, but that's fine.
As chief minister?
Yeah, because when you move on, the problem of this country, continuity is always a problem.
Will you not be able to achieve what you want to achieve as finance minister or complete before you become chief minister?
Yes, really. But
you want to name one of those things?
No, let's just leave it. I would have consolidated some of those things that were started. That's the point I'm saying. We had the rural electrification project. I had the rural water supply project, for example, which we initiated. Of course, we got the money for the bridges. Then we had the Munafa 4 we launched. We got the labor-intensive public works, which are in place. We just started, said pay probably 35% of those resources. I was not able to see them to completion. And some of them are yet to be completed. So that's a little bit of my big regret. Yes, I wish I was there.
As chief minister, what you could consider as your accomplishment?
But the major accomplishment as chief minister was that I was able to communicate and give support to cabinet ministers. The quality of cabinet papers were rich because I directly work with them to improve on it. That's one. Then I had a strong engagement. I did the structure. But these are political offices. They are not like constitutional office. Whereas in finance, whatever you do there, it stays there. But in the case of chief minister, it's just created. It's only constitutional. So whatever you do, the differences, probably when I came, I didn't take all on board. When I come, when J.D. Bisenga came, he maybe decided to do it his own way. It's different from Ministry of Finance. Ministry of Finance, the blueprints are still there. That's interesting. Your
predecessor, Professor Francis, said the role of the chief minister was not for be a politician. And you agree with him on that? Say it should be more for technocrats where they run that office there?
No, you cannot work with the presidency. You are not political. It's not politics. You have to manage politicians in parliament. You have to manage politicians outside. So
it's politics. It's a political office.
It's a political economy job. Good governance and politics. You cannot work with president. You're not political.
The role of the chief minister gets in any way affecting. I had Job here, and he was saying, you get the vice president way for play that role. That you don't need a chief minister. You think that you don't serve in that capacity there.
Given our level of underdevelopment and the expected role of the president, if we put everything on the table, I will even request for deputy chief minister. Yes. It's just a question of defining who does what. The vice president has most responsibility. It does. So when I was in government, maybe sometimes the vice president and myself will only talk maybe once or twice a week. Except when president comes around for meetings. They will call me up. We'll talk on the phone on a regular basis when president is not around. But I was busy out there. It was busy out there. So it doesn't really mean that. There's so much to be done in government. It's not choice. There's so much to be done in government. We need more time on the table. We need more time on the table. We need more time to think. We need more people to come and work with us. So I don't think there's any duplication there.
What's in the specific and strategic role of the office of the chief minister?
Delivery. It's to coordinate, deliver, track activities of the president. That's the key role. support the operations of the president and by extension the vice president. Because the president is there, is thinking about several things. Today, this meeting is talking about water supply. The next meeting, there is something in tourism. The next thing, there is a disaster at Wellington. The next hour, per day, you probably listen to about 15, 20 people. That's too much for one individual. So somebody has to take some of this team up. So he just offloads it on people. Say, you follow it. Sometimes he just take it direct to the minister. Sometimes he just give it to the vice president. Sometimes he gives it to the chief minister to follow up. But because the chief minister is close to his office, a lot of things should be given to him.
You not get any that conflicting out of where you other colleagues na cabinet they think say you being their boss or you they direct them and.
But you're not their
whatever.
boss. You're not their supervisor in the first instance. Maybe the perception is you are a facilitator for them. You are your colleagues. You're not supervising them. You're not their boss. You are colleagues. So it's more of a supportive role you should play. Whatever they are doing, whether they are doing policy, you put in some technical input, advise them how the policy should be like. They go through it. They have the credit. That's the way it should be.
One of the things where you've been very popular of na bread and butter. You know, there's this video now that I think it was the launch of the Munafana Maboka. Let me just watch the video quickly. You know, where you been they explain what's in bread and butter mean. I'll ask you a follow-up question on that.
Bread and butter there. You got two types of bread and butter. You got the indirect, then you got the direct. When President Bio come in April 2018, the first bread and butter will come with in September, that the free quality school education. That school fees where you can pay. Where you not pay them, that money you put in your pocket. Where you put in your pocket, you go buy bread and butter. No, so? That are indirect. People they say no do, no, so? We come with other bread and butter. That money where you can pay in a free tour for high transport when they begin go school. We reduce transport, we come with school buses. That savings, that money we put in your pocket, you can use that for buy bread and butter. But go guy get too. Notice so? Exam fees the way you pay. NPSCO, Bekel, Wayeko, high money government is going to pay. That money put in indirect bread and butter. You got a direct one there, and then salary adjustment. We don't increase nurses and salary. All my salary don't increase. Also, teacher don't all will increase their salary. That's a bread and butter. We don't even start for pay permanent chiefs. We don't start for pay chairman of councils. We don't increase allowances of councillors. That's the bread and butter. We don't hire over 9,000 people in this country. Nurses, teachers, and we hire more. Police, military officers. That's the bread and butter.
That not be you explanation so one day, the bread and butter. This was a gathering. I think that been that Smida Munafa launch here in Maboka. You satisfied and feel confident say the bread and butter we been talk about. Say Leoneans are enjoying it now a day.
No, I can never be confident. No, we need more. I mean, first of all, we inherited a situation of nearly 60% we are poor. I mean, how are you going to reduce that poverty to zero overnight? It took a whole generation for reduce them. Look what happened in China and other countries. So, that's a little bit of less ambitious way of looking at the things to be satisfied. I can never be satisfied. We need to do more. But the point here, I explain it, there are things we are doing, there are things that have been done that can put bread and butter.
And you think, say, this government able to achieve them things and they even where you they out of governance?
No, it's not a question of achieve. For them to they are continuing some of them. The school subsidy is still there. I don't know what's happening to Munafa, for example. Probably they need to look at that. Then the salaries, the new recruitment is taking place. Salary adjustments have been done. So they have been done somehow.
Yeah. Generally, with the economy of Salone, as somebody where I can recall when we've been in the practice, so one talk about the economy, people like you in the radio discussion and all of that. From whose side you serve, where this government kind of power, to whose side we there right now, as an economist, and development experts, what's in your assessment? You think we're progressing as a nation?
Yes, we are not going back. We're not going back, to be quite honest. What about between 2018 to 2019 or to 2020? The indicators went up dramatically. I mean, inflation was coming down, every other thing was coming down. Then we had COVID, that affected 2020, 21, 22. We show signs of rebounding in 2023. And by the time we went to elections, it was very clear. If I remember when people were asking me, how long will it take to fix some of this year? I said 6 months. They thought it was extraordinary. I said, no. Macroeconomic stability can be achieved within 6 months. And that by the end of 2023, you saw the indicators. They'll be improving. Inflation has been coming down. Deficit has been reducing. The exchange has been stabilized. And I was saying it against the background of the pre-election policies which we have instituted.
And the manifesto.
The manifesto. Because I knew the background. I was part of that process. We are taking all those administrative stuff on the currency transactions, the bottlenecks. We've passed all those bills. I knew months after that, the positive impact of that will be realized. Of course, interestingly, because of the stability in oil market price and the apparent dollarization in the global market, we saw the exchange be stabilized for so long a period, from 2023 ending to now, around 2023, 24. So now the stability. In Ghana, stability is something that you can achieve in 6 months. In Ghana, under President Mahama, they were able to achieve stability in 6 months. They are just consolidating now. In Sierra Leone, we've been able to achieve stability within this period. Now we should be consolidating. Unfortunately, we have this impact. That's why I said this crisis has the potential of reversing the gains we have made.
We get that video there, but you give indicators actually for stabilize the economy. Let's just watch and quick. I think it was with Asman and 98.1.
Where the dollar they go?
Well, what I would say first of all, in terms of the current state of affairs for the depreciation, as I've been explaining a little bit, we are going to elections, so you don't have a lot of people coming with foreign currency, and a lot of people are holding on their until they see the elections when the election don't pass. So you get a shock on the economy as well. But as I say, you are not going to develop this country if you don't stabilize the economy. And it's just mandatory for us. Macroeconomic stability is imperative. We have to reduce prices. We have to reduce the dollar. We have a clear agenda how to go about it. There might have been, I must admit, 1 or 2 mistakes will lead to the situation in it. But this will be things of the past. And we can stabilize this place in the next 3 months. As quickly as immediately after election now. We will build all those variables down. But as I say, in a more structural manner, in a more sustained manner, until you improve food production. It's not easy to improve the balance of trade. And by extension, it's not easy to improve the exchange rate itself. Because you must reduce your import. And one major import item is food import. Once we reduce food,
that was at 98.1. It was very clear. Yes, but one of the indicators that we point at wait, I would just ask, now the blueprint so he left and used for stabilize inflation and
no, it's not the I don't want you to give me the credit for that. It's not the blueprint necessarily I left. It was what pre-election, the policies we have instituted. You are what you call in economy the lag effect. You take a policy today, it takes you some time. We are taking some policy 6 months before June 2023. So I was expecting that down the lane by December, these indicators can improve. The public never knew about those policies as such. We knew about it, so I was very hopeful. It was in that context I was saying that that's allowed 3 to 6 months we'll be able to stabilize. And stability is very essential for economic growth.
You give indicators.
Yes,
one thing where you've been very sure of is the feed salon. We go reduce import of food products and rice.
Yes.
You think we've been able to achieve that?
Oh yes, we've been able. The good thing is that the person who is championing the food salon authored the manifesto with me. It was my co-author for the manifesto.
The minister.
He was my chief technical advisor, and I talk to him frequently. I think he's doing well on cause. So I'm just worried that this crisis may probably affect the food salon program, because we're going to have less areas under cultivation. Because the cost of using tractors is going to increase. That's my worry.
That could be part of the emergency plan in
It has to be part of the emergency plan, and that's one major component of the emergency plan. How do we protect the food salon program? Because if we don't do that, we are doomed.
we for be concerned or worry if IMF come and say no, even with this one emergency plan, we own threshold and indicators them when I still for maintain them, which is tax on certain things.
That is why we say to get the figures, do the analysis, and start engaging the IMF, not waiting for them, and start renegotiating the figures. And in an emergency like this, probably we'll call for suspension of the program. That's what we did COVID. So let's suspend the programs for a while. We'll come back to the program. We can call for it. We suspend the program.
That would be your recommendation.
Well, I would like to recommend the base of the analysis. Let them analyze.
No, but with the indicators of waiting you, they say presently the fears about the things that we don't happen and how if this continue, it will put pressure on we reserve and increase domestic borrowing and other sectors that may affect them all. You think that could be the best way?
It's a possibility, but let the figures speak for that. To that, let them analyze the figure. It's a possibility. Negotiate the IMF. So look, this target which he has set for us, we cannot meet it because of ABC. They're understanding. They like figures. These are figure people. When they are talking to them, you just figure. They don't see write-ups. So let them play with the figures, analyze it, and talk to them and negotiate it. But one thing I can advocate, we have to protect the fee salon components. Maybe it's a component of fee salon probably can share for now and just focus on that relates to the livelihood.
Okay. Livelihood of farmers, you mean?
Oh, yes. It has to be protected. The bulk of the people live in rural areas. And the bulk of them are farmers.
That could be what you've been doing the last time for give them financial support, direct financial support?
Well, we give them normally it's in the form of input. We have to increase the number of farmers government subsidize. Government provides free input. Tractor services, for example, fertilizer. Fertilizer prices are going up, so we have to come in there and probably do some work. Maybe agencies, we need to give more, I don't know what the policies are for producers of fertilizer or importers of fertilizer. Probably we need to support them more to import more fertilizer as at now.
Finally, there is this video where Leone and Zengo always remember you for. Don't just watch them. Now go end with.
I think you've come to play my past.
Now go end with. Let's just watch them quickly.
For Labo, you must Labo way Belfu. I don't worry about that. Honestly.
This was a statement you made at Radio Democracy.
Yeah, because they play for sack me. That was the statement. Now we did not play the full play.
Yeah.
That's the Bonalabo. I suppose you can't say for that, but I hope you say that. And Alabo has still been said that I'm not even there, so I can say I feel it.
You not get any regret for saying that?
Why should I have regrets? Salon no man when they can sleep in the most, it's Labo. Not lie, they lie. They can talk about not lie, they lie.
You know why President Bio been sack you?
No, I want to know.
You not get that conversation there with him from after
no, we
you left government?
We never discussed that. We'll move on that. You cannot sack me for inefficiency. I'm not ineffective.
So
I can tell you with all humility.
You were not sacked because you were inefficient.
No, I cannot be sacked for inefficiency. No.
What do you think Sego don't make them sack you?
No, the president's right.
Yeah, but something must happen because
I don't know.
You had a relationship with the president before you became president.
I don't know. He will hire fires. So if he decides to fire, I was not fired as a matter of fact. I was not reappointed in his administration. So that's fine. He has a vision for his administration. So
how you waiting up your reaction then? How you feel then? Because this is where you watch that interview you asthma. You actually had plans. You wanted to. You were assured of being part of.
No, honestly, Alamana, I felt betrayed. I must say that. I mean, down there I felt hurt. No, I cannot make
it by who?
No, by the system. I don't feel I can be just thrown out of the window like that. I mean, I'm not going to be honest with that. If I say anything other than that, I'm hypocrisy no more. I felt hurt inside. You see, but now I mean, this is life. Let me move on. So I'm moving on.
You and the president get good relationship?
We had the relationship. We talk, we talk.
A good relationship?
Well, I don't know about what we go. We'll be talking.
I think I met President Bio through you some time ago, long time ago. We've been coordinating media. You did help with, introducing him to people. I remember there was a cocktail at Country Lodge or so, one time we Canton. So I knew then the relationship you had with him. So I'm asking.
But that was official. That's a work relationship. But now we are not working. I'm not working for him directly. So you're not going to expect us to have that close relationships.
A relationship not close, as it was.
No, it cannot
even
be
before he became president.
No, because he became president, there was a work relationship. We were in the same campaign group, the Power group. We were managing the Power arrangement. So it was close at that time. But now it's there, I'm down there running around, or maybe the Pamios, really the state house. So it's difficult. So you cannot
When I can talk often?
Yeah, we can talk when necessary. But the interesting thing with President Bill knows me, say, I don't just call him for rubbish things. I don't visit him when I don't need to see him. I only go to him purposely for discuss other government business with him. He knows me about that. That's been our relationship for long. Anytime I go to him, I have my pen and paper to discuss something. 10, 15 minutes, I'm off. 20, 30 minutes, later, I'm off. Except we are in meetings. But just go sit down, talk. No, I'm not able to do this.
You
because I let the gossip can start.
You felt betrayed, you felt hurt. You think now the individuals them perhaps gossip you or say things to President Bio will make reappoint you again?
No, President Bio wisdom. He knows what he wants better. Who's best fits to decide what he wants. Now, President Bio, me not go blaming the individual for that. Now, President Bio decides this is the type of policy I want now. I don't want this man. So be it. He has the best reason for that. Maybe anytime you invite her, you go ask her why
you felt hurt, but you don't let go, you don't forgive, you don't.
If I go begin cry over that, which other go for land me? This is our government. I'm still SLPP. Yeah, so I don't need to be there to support SLPP. I can always support SLPP from this. I come here supporting them.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, then I talk to minister bilaterally, privately.
Talking about SLPP and politics, you are still politician. I saw you've been there at the convention and all that. And one of the people that we, according to Honorable Parana, we qualify, for contests for flag bearer at the SLPP. You named there among them as former Secretary General of the party. What's in your ambition or intention?
No, that's a question of matter. Not qualified no means preparedness. I never don't think about presidential ambition. I've never nurtured presidential ambition. As I told you, I was going to do government 2025 ending. No, you cannot spend all your life in convoy. I don't believe in convoy throughout my life. 2025, I was going to leave government to come to the private sector. That was my plan.
But you're active in party politics, right?
No, I'm not active. I cannot be active now. I'm not active.
Will you play a part in getting a next flag bearer for the SLPP?
I'm not too sure of that. I may have my own likings, but I want the process to go on. You see, I don't have the energy, that's one. I don't have the time. I don't have the resources to finance operations. I'm a big spender when it comes to politics. So I don't think I'm ready to spend that money now.
Why you not believe in politics again?
No, I will do it when the flag bearer is elected.
Okay.
You understand? I may do it when the flag bearer is elected.
Which kind of flag bearer you think the SLPP forget for 2010? You be very strategic in getting President Bio become flag bearer, campaign with him and win election.
A flag bearer is peaceful. A flag bearer is ready to embrace everybody. A flag bearer that can reconcile the party. A flag bearer that can bring all factions together. A humble flag bearer.
You get that flag bearer there right now the SLPP?
No, me?
You sabi that person there?
There are people, quite a lot of people that fit into that category. Quite a lot fit into
and you'll support them?
I would have to support one person. Then when the time comes, they come out. Hey, Lamanda, you know me now.
Yeah.
Me know they come.
When the time not coming?
No, when the time comes, they come out.
So presently, you get that person there?
I'm looking at people. I'm looking at options. You see, I decide the game they play.
What do you think about the 2028 election and how?
It's a winnable elections. It's a winnable elections depending on our delivery records, depending on our communications records, depending on our management of things, and how less we reduce scandal. We have to reduce scandal. In policies, about the biggest the scandal you get. The more scandal you have, the more unlikely you can lose the election.
You think that is affecting the SLPP presently?
It can affect any party. It can affect. I mean, I've been in opposition.
Yeah.
And I know what happened 3 or 4 years in the APC government. I know I took them on. You know that very well. You are in the media space. So, as a government, we should try to, as much as possible to reduce scandal.
Finally, there is this thing I will ask you. You serve as Secretary General of the SLPP. There is this argument about who is qualified, who that for contest. Is that something waiting with your own understanding and you experience? of who should be a qualified to contest for a flag bearer of the SLPP?
It's not about my understanding. It's what is in the constitution.
Okay.
That for you to be, you must be in the category of distinguished Grand Chief Patriot. And to be a distinguished Grand Chief Patriot, you must have been this role in exceptional circumstances. So the bottom line here is that for you to become a distinguished Grand Chief Patriot, if you have not served as chairman, leader, secretary general before, you must have been recruited into that category or enrolled in that category by NEC resolutions or party conference resolutions. So whoever is a distinguished Grand Chief Patriot must be supported by a NEC resolutions. So I want to see the resolutions that enroll people into that category. That's it.
You think that for be amended for give other people an opportunity?
And this is a political party. If the political party decides for Duam, the majority carries it. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with that. It should be amended. But we have to look at it. Then whether you want to amend the constitutions, then you have a 5-year clause again. It's a little bit of a dicey situation, but there's nothing wrong. Amendment is part of the constitution. So I don't think anything is wrong with that. But the process of engagement should be done. Otherwise, it can blow up.
Finally, JJ,
I hope this is final.
No, this is the final one. I go want to ask that you served in government, as Minister of Finance, as Chief Minister. Is there anything you think you will have done better during your time? And you go one point at saying that your achievement or something you could have done better where you think say you not do?
No, there are two questions there. So
Yes.
you want to ask me about my achievement?
Yes, one thing where you go point at, where you go say, yes, I was able to achieve this, but no, this, I not be able to do this way, I could have done it a different way.
Okay. One of the things I did, I was able to manage the war crisis, the COVID crisis in this country, as Minister of Finance. I'm not saying somebody else would not have done it, but I was able to manage the finances of this country to the extent we were not severely hurt by the crisis itself. The figures were another story, and because the figures can always change. But the main, the lively issues were under somehow, we are cushioning that one. Then the other thing probably I would have supported as Minister of Finance, which I will always advocate for, was to really, really support machine equipment acquisition for the district level. It was part of the agenda. I was running for resources for it because the roads in the rural areas, if you have machines in Cambia, Poloko, Bo, Kadama, a lot of roads can be fixed at lower cost.
Like they're doing in Liberia.
Yeah, contracting roads to contractors still huge on us. And not much is being done because they have the money. So we need to have a machinery ring deployed at district level that can be called upon. I mean, on on-site, it's something I would have given it much. I came to realize that when we supported the 40 roads across the country for which some payments were made, and only for us to realize there were inadequate machines in country to be hired. It was then I started to push. I wish I'd have done that. The other thing probably would have done, okay, I came to realize that again, was the audit report. I think the power to hold salaries, to punish people from audit report is something the Minister of Finance has to take very seriously. Really, I had an eye on it. I had somebody who I wanted to come to see how we can reform the internal audit first. Down the line, the person got a job somewhere, so that slowed my thinking. But it is something extremely important for accountability. Because the other aspect, again, relate to this contracting. What finance so busy sometimes you get overwhelmed with several things, traveling, the international engagement, president's office, to the extent they have small things you sometimes forget. Okay, I did the restructuring, I divided this, I did staff career, because before I came to Ministry of Finance, you'd be surprised there was no career part of officials. So for somebody to grow as an economist, go to senior economist, principal, and so on and so on. There was no career part. 80% of the staff were on contract. I was able to restructure it and get the public service to recruit them through the normal recruitment process. So I left that structure out there. You see, but the issue about expenditure management, we need to do a little bit more on it in terms of adhering to the price norms. I think there's a lot of leakage taking place in that area. Yes.
Okay. What could be your advice? We don't talk about all the challenges and you say we be worried. What will be your final advice and recommendation?
Get to work now. There's no time. Get to work. Get to work now. Look at the programs. Get the technicians. Get the technicians to play with the figures. Come up with things. Do the analysis. It's not about big meetings. Small group meetings. Get some people locked up in few rooms. They just go for a retreat somewhere and come up with something quickly. Not let's meet today, let's meet next week. No, you're going to delay it. Within 1 week or two, you can get something out and start playing with it.
Could that mean instilling rationalization or austerity measures?
Rationalization is part of it. It's going to be a reality. In an emergency plan, you are basically rationalizing the budget. You are coming to an emergency plan that you have to take to Parliament eventually because of this situation. Because remember, Parliament has approved the budget. So you are saying this budget we cannot implement. We have to face it that we are not going to implement this budget as it is.
This Finance Act, the budget will get...
We cannot implement it. Things are going to go off gear. Then I'll tell you, we cannot implement this budget. We have to change the budget. We have to rationalize, therefore.
If you are called to lead this emergency, we willing and ready for help?
No, I don't think you need to deal with outside government. It has to be within government.
No, but you have experience.
No, I can give advice, I can give words, but not to lead. It's not me. Outside, I cannot lead the process. Like the Minister of Finance will lead it. I mean, if I'm definitely, nobody outside cannot lead it. No, they can do it. They have the capability to do it. I have no doubt in that. I'm just urging them to do it now.
Should Sierra Leoneans brace up for what will come, the worst?
Well, yes, we should brace up, but we're calling our government to make sure that the impact is cushioned, so they mitigate the impact on us.
Well, thank you so much, Jacob Jusu Safa, former Minister of Finance and Chief Minister, for we take your time this morning for look at the impact and waiting for the mitigating measures we government for take, for address this situation, which you experienced during COVID and serving as Chief Minister as well. I think this might be helpful. It better you come out and say them, and hopefully the one that we responsible go listen and take action before things get worse. Thank you so much for joining us, side. It's a pleasure having you this morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take a quick break, quickly in the program. Continue for Stay With Me.
EcoBank's award-winning suite of solutions for women in business is expanding to be bigger, better, and more inclusive. If you're an entrepreneur and your business is not yet registered, take advantage of expert coaching and training. Get visible online and reach more customers. Access finance and smart business resources. If you run a registered business, develop your business capabilities and expertise. Benefit from bespoke financial solutions. Access new markets. Connect with experienced female mentors. And if you're an accomplished professional, achieve your gender and diversity goals. Support and empower other women. Inspire and influence with your expert skills. Develop your legacy and social impact as a mentor. And foster a culture of growth and development in your peer group. Join our community at ecobank.com/elevate. Elevate by EcoBank. A better way, a better Africa.
This Lent and Ramadan season, Orange they turn you every day call them to big wins. Yes, because we dare together. You can win over 1 million euros worth of prize them. Just make call, we go hit 50 euros every week and win 5,000 euros worth of food items them. Renew solar subscription or buy new solar kit and win 5,000 euros worth of food items them plus 10 minutes free call. Yes, we dey get winner every week. But wait oh, this it don't loud, yeah? Make call we go hit 250 euros every month and you can drive brand new keke Waiting that inside this season, we get faith and blessing. Your connection for make you enjoy. Call more and win big. Orange, the better, when we there together.
Orange.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA.
You still go to map a long line at bank? Stop! I get good news for you. This regime now na smart way for do banking. With UBA internet banking, where they for bring always you want and they imagine about banking so you fingertip. The good thing are that with UBA internet banking, you go able to do swift remittance, where go help you for send money go overseas with speed all inside one click. It don't go. Transfer to any UBA branch, even if the person no get account with UBA, it go still able for receive the money. It don't reach time for pay that salary and the staff them plenty. Well, no worry. With file upload, you go able to pay all the staff them with just one click. And what is sweet? Now the intra-banking foreign currency transfer. This go able make you move your dollar, euro or pounds. Full one. Log on today for safe time, whether na business or na personal account. UBA internet banking fast, is secure, and it ready anytime or any side. Just click am, you send, and then you smile. All this na only with UBA internet banking.
Best customer satisfaction.
Respect to all massive and crew. It's been a long time you've been away from home. That's why me come back. The way me sing things I want me bring you this conscious reggae vibes. Jah be my guide, Rastafari.
Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in suit and tie and dirty character. Thief man, they all a thief now. This is the batter. I, Rasta man, me know Eric Cockembull, me represent blue, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make you settle, and then you jump beside. You don't dirty and more. Thief man, they all a thief now. This is the batter. Salon they go behind. Who that now we go believe? Oh, this na wrong side life. Now we dey live so. They all a thief. Who that now we go believe? This na wrong side life. Now we dey live so.
Sorry, sorry, wrong side life we live. Many thanks to Coach Kubi for this song, you know, that now we anthem. Many thanks to guest JJ Safar for joining us this morning. Well, you don't raise the alarm, you don't get advice, recommendation on waiting government for do for address the situation. Hopefully those in power, those who are responsible, they listen and then go take action before things get worse. It's tough across the world. Like I say, Guinea, fuel self don't go up. Liberia, it's up. It's not just us, but now waiting we government go do for cushion and address the situation. Now important as well. Thanks everyone for joining us this morning. I have the end the program. Many thanks to una viewers and listeners for being part of this. Thanks to me colleagues them, the technical and production team. And thanks to guests that we don't join with this morning. As always, for God and country, serve your conscience, be sincere, be honest. Try for do waiting right, avoid waiting wrong, be a law-abiding citizen, because the true nine they always last. It's sad that we go check back na Kinjimi. Somebody just tell me say Tumbo Junction as well. The body they don't they. It's sad that at this age and time, due to political infighting, disagreement, you know, we still not able to get a clear picture of order for pick body in a tree, order not for pick am waiting for doom. The ministry and police and we don't say lay council pull on. And afterwards we still get you know, police been the pick. I remember they were giving reports about how many people die, you know, waiting kill them and all that. But it's sad that Kinjimi, the body go there for how many days? Central Police they near, police headquarters, and all the other offices. Opposite city council na the other side of the road, the body there. I think they don't clear them up there. And again, if we're fighting about so many things and not providing leadership for the people, it means we're failing. It means leadership is failing in our society, from local government, central government, law enforcement, it's failing. You know, we end with one short documentary we'll do from the rehab center na McKinney, Usai CEO Gaza, they operate. It's a private rehab center, then they seek some support. These are part of the work home in the try for do with the Kush business, young people away vulnerable and out in the sofa. So go watch that. We therefore put them up on our socials. And if you get any support where you go and give, you will reach out to them and see how you go help them. Thanks for being with us and have a lovely day and a productive week. Bye-bye.
People they know say they get to them. People they know that in the service. From the arrest they will done the from the community. Big people there. He is so bad that now need a day when you involved in it. Concerted. Now so we want for this salon. Now so salon will better. No.
What's your name?
I'm named Marwan Masari.
How much are you old?
17 plus.
So you say you're a student. How you begin take drugs?
Then the parlor outside and Kindiv, and then for watch film, yeah. And then na net some of them they sleep here. We get the rooms them where they are. Some of them then they go inside and sleep. You understand? And then you can see outside and sit down. The foam them where they get. You see them like you see like what I be tell you before. What I be entire be destroy the. You see this one in be done in done what I done. You see this one again, don't chair. So like now make you see them from there, all them and trust they are all done well now. And then you see most of them, you see this one, not get things them again. Yeah. So like a pass we go to pull we own things them we go to get there. And then at the appeal to the people them out there, let them help them in, younger brothers there, for see how best they go able and save their lives them from this drugs.
Time therefore come, we go save, but we know left for smoke. Do ya left for smoke, left for push, left for push. Do ya left for push. Boss Lam Gana say left for push. Time therefore come, we go save, but we know left for push. Do ya left for push.
Yusuf Masa, how much are you?
I was 16 years.
16 years? What do you do? You go to school?
Yes, sir. Since me became the drugs, make a label.
How you get into drugs?
Because my bad friend and teaching for drugs.
How long you done there for?
I say, I'm 1 month free so now.
You dey feel better now?
Yeah, my system okay. They can even flush your system back.
How? How then they flush your system?
The inquiry drip. Not 2 weeks itself, but there's just inquiry drip. The flush your system.
What are they drip on a nurse?
No, so Gaza. The inquiry drip, sir.
What your parents say?
Parents, Mama de Guinea and me Gani de free time.
How you come Makini?
Because my Mama de able to Gaza in camp. So now Mama come Guinea. So the person taking free time to me Gani come to me to Gaza.
So now from Freetown you get, which school you going to Freetown? You going to Freetown?
I will go Edwards.
Edwards, St. Edwards.
Sir.
So now Freetown you granny pull you.
Yes, I will count to me. So because
count you.
Gaza in camp.
Okay.
Then you will count to me. For I will can relax and rest.
16 man, you're very small. But I see you not get chain, you not get wound, they not they beat you, right?
Yes, sir. Because I come.
You come.
Sir.
Listen, now the youngest son again, how na they protect him? How na kin? How na? Let me on talk. How people like that? How na can protect them? Let nobody no attack. Una need to seize advantage by the small one there. How much you get now?
We get let me say up to 170.
How much there right now?
Now 135.
Okay.
135.
Yeah.
Which side in the back? Which side the other one in the?
The other hand in the sleep na do. I dey go show you.
No, not some of it. Some of which because normally
So on them like I advocate for them for see how best the other institution them give me scholarship as lots than they for let them go.
But then they live with you now.
Yes. Then they go and then they come. If somebody take any drugs and then me they know. So like you know say like if you like when person they did at the hospital when they better they pull like a goat under. You understand? So
you get woman them as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Then they are right now?
No.
They don't go?
Yeah, we dip under STI treatment.
Okay.
Because we advocate for the woman.
Now my big sister this we yourself the way they call.
You know say most of them they smoke the kush. It can happen say some of them don't contact HIV and they don't contact syphilis, then bad things. So even get fistula, we're not born it. So we can carry and go to the hospital. And most of the time they see when they behave one way, so we can get cancelled in a government hospital, where they can go to the Riogu there, they sensitize and cancel it, then calm down. Because now as they can, I say 5 when they can go see, another don't come back. So and some of them put in an institute for them go learn job. Okay. So me they facilitate for them. I make sure say when they go, the doctor and the cow there. Because if they left there, they go scatter. Yes.
So especially the woman, but I can put the woman in separate place.
Yes, the woman and they under then get a room with the lock there, the man there. Okay. You know, so when man don't left kush, all about waiting the cancer and sex. Yeah, because where they smoke kush, we thin all the team up. One. And where they smoke kush, you know for us. Because if you was, you left kush. But where they know the was, they continue for smoke. And the moment you smoke, you was, it cut off. And can make you see them where they say kush man know the was. And that. So who they force, they'll creep their was by force. So by the time they was, what you will prepare, will give them they eat, they take tablet, they learn and sleep. At least.
Now the other side the boy picking they sleep and then again.
You lock them, person the inside?
Yeah. Person the inside they sleep.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, now my own room I know they go far. Okay. You understand? I deal with them. Now the side way they can go us.
Okay.
The place in the sea. Now they can manage, then come.
Okay. Now then the wash.
Yes. Yeah,
so sanitation are like this?
Yes, I cement, yeah. But I not get enough. Maybe sister Mama P. I not get enough. Like, I just they talk to them, I say, Lobby, this fight, lo we do and so. You understand?
Yeah, we didn't carry water.
Water.
It's
not easy for, yeah, not easy for you. You see the place not even get slow text, now they sleep.
The woman then?
Yeah. Now the woman then they sleep.
Can you say?
You see? The place, and then we need help for let the plaster here, then get light eye color and slow text.
How much woman in the inside?
Yeah, now this they tell you about the woman them. How much then there?
24. You know, although of course, inside the 24, like months before last, we lost like 3.
Waiting and die too.
Yeah, they've been done all right. So take them to them first step again to them, for let them still there. Password they just always say 1 run a market, 1 run a clock tower. So people will not meet no wound anyway. They say a result of the cushion of the smoke.
I created this rehab center for the past 2 years now. Myself na a victim. How I become a victim, the younger brothers them, and to them I start this thing. Yeah? So like how I start this thing, they self me disturb the old parents them so much, disturb the area. So like I start up with them, I hold them, put them under house arrest at the rehab center, and then see how best name them live at the rehab center for the past 2 to 3 months, and then they better. When they better, I meet new parents, I talk to them, I say like, let they able give me this place, I want establish this thing to me come to mind them out there, and then my daddy, mommy, I give them kudos, let God continue to guide and protect them, and then they give me the place. I establish this thing, I give straight there, I go meet the stakeholders them, I explain to them what they do, and then they say give me kudos, they give me go ahead, I start up this thing, I'm and then so many lives them, I don't eradicate them from this push. I don't try my own level best to see how best that they help me come to my them and return them back to say that they did. Cards with PS, you understand? When the rain becomes, this rain is season also, it destroy everything. Like when I see and the pictures and the videos, and like we show Mr. Lambda the place who say that we come to their district, and I say we see the challenges them, like the mantras them, everything don't spoil now. Understand? Feeding inside. Now that you see, I got them eat. We don't try, we don't let them rest, we see how best to protect them. Now this said, we don't strike. We the big sister be like I got it on the place. We don't get that much for self protection. We beg of our government, so we have to organization to sell them to come to the midway and support people. To win and support. One them where they sell the schools out there, we play to stop to sell the schools. The one them where they take the schools, we compete with one day. We talk to them and let them stop to take the schools. The schools they kill. The push no good for your head. If they see they take the push, the body they don't. That they use for Malay to mix the schools. You see inside they mix push. My brothers and sisters, my mama, my papa them. You understand? Trust me, you no go ever feel good. You go always want the one the way they sell the kush, where you catch you go one killer. Because then they kill lives them, then they make money out of this thing. And then so many things then they happen like we say we self, Lord we not see them. Lord we give ourselves to the community out there. We give ourselves, me and my big sister we na Mapi, and then we do this thing at Makeni. I tell you now plenty thank you.
Boss Lamrana say no more. Mama P say no more boss. Sio Gaza say no more smoke. Yeah. Which commitment una wan give say una komo ya una no dey go pandox again. Una say am, una all say am ba. Una commit say una dey assure Sio Gaza and Mama P say una komo ya una need take drugs again.
No more bad party. No more get.
We can stop Kush.
I can stop Kush.
You can stop Kush.
We can stop Kush.
Sio Gaza can stop Kush. Boss Lamrana can stop Kush. Yeah, but una self can stop Kush, right? Yeah. Because now una they take them. And look, the one they sell and give una. Them picking they not there, right? The one they sell them. Una sabi any person picking una all there. No. The one una be they go ban to. Una sabi them, eh? Yes. Una see them picking them at it.
No, sir.
Them picking and them picking and all them son them picking and they oversee. Then they drive good motor car.
No more Kush. Sio Gaza say no more tramadol. Sio Gaza say no more cigarettes.
Una thank you.
Say no more jabba.
Una thank you. Una thank you, huh?
We say no more Kush. We say no more Kush inside Sierra Leone. We say no more Kush. We say no more. We say no more Kush inside Sierra Leone.
Thank you.